tales abound. Old soul stories in rust and gold. Every piece got a tale untold. Oh, it's a wild ride, come and see. Auction nights and history, with Steph in charge, it's all good vibes. A little surprise in every find, where the past and future shine. Dig a little deeper, stand up strong. This is a place where you belong. Out in the woods or live online, Steph's got the magic, it's auction time. From old school vinyls to vintage clothing and home goods, it's all about the memories. Dragonflies dance as the sunflowers sway, sprinkling gold in the Kansas way. Rolling treetops hum with the breeze, through the Flint Hills wild and free. Through storms and dust we rise again, built on heart, built on wind. Stronger than the trials we've seen, we stand with hope, we chase our dreams. Mr. Stephanie behind his shades, fedora low, but the plans are made. Silent moves, but sharp and wise, got that hustle in his eyes. Red clay roads beneath my feet, dusty trails where past and future meet. Through the hills where the tall grass waves, every turn holds a story saved. Of a place where hearts ignite, join the tribe, find your spark. The future's looking bright tonight. Dragonflies sprinkling sunflowers with the Kansas winds.
Hey y'all, welcome in. I am running late for a couple of reasons, but hey, welcome in. I had a box, a large box, no ones. It was stuff I showed but hadn't sold. A large box full. It was all glass. I have not had time to clean it up. That's why I was a couple minutes, well, maybe a minute late starting. So I've got to pick up glass. Mr. Stephanie will be here momentarily, y'all. I've got numbers written down. You're not going to be able to really see them because I didn't use a marker. Numbers are between 1 and 125. So we will definitely do channel stickers. Or a channel sticker. I don't know where Mr. Steph is on his account. And I haven't ordered him anymore yet. Sorry, y'all. Give me just a second. My head's just kind of like all over the place. Would you know? I don't know. Today kind of feels off. So, that's where I'm at. Alright, I'm going to focus. Let's see. I can clean the glass up here in a minute. I've got shoes on, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to take a breath for a minute. Alright, yeah, that's the glass that may or may not be broke. Glass definitely broke, but it is what it is. Alright, I'm going to go up and chat really quick. Mr. Stephanie will be along. He's not here right now. He is on delivery to the carriers. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. More like 13. Yes, 13 packages. and many of them were large boxes. Went today. Sounds like he's here. But I did get numbers written down. I might do another drawing. I don't know. We'll see where the evening goes. But if we do, we'll just ask Sari for a number, right? I wasn't even in here when it happened.
Oh.
So my stained glass is done. And I got packages.
Yeah.
All right. So let me see them really quick.
And I gotta go use the restroom.
Oh, that's my eBay order from Kansas City area. Yes, I purchased through their eBay store instead of their live auction. It's a pretty large box. Wait. I know what I ordered. Unless this is another order. There ain't no way it should have took, in my mindfulness, it shouldn't have took even half of this box. So we'll see. That one came from Illinois, and it's a fulfillment, so maybe that's another part of my overnight spending one night. And this is from Colorado. This is from Amy. Alright, so before we get started, Mr. Staff is in the house.
And I'm knocking stuff over.
And he's knocking stuff over now too.
Alright, I gotta go get chargers.
It's fine, we're not in a rush. Today is gonna roll the way it's meant to roll. Alright. Glass can be picked up in a minute. Ain't even looking at it. Alright, so first one in today, and this is important because we are doing monthly giveaways now, y'all. It doesn't matter if you're just a spectator, in chat. If you add some sass and spice or some
Good humor.
good Shrek humor to your chat, or if you purchase on a weekly or monthly, basis with me. Either way, everybody, as long as you're capable of jumping in chat and making comments, you are capable of being in this giveaway, and there's 2 a month. And Hippie was in today. She was the first one in to comment, and so Hippie is today's entry. And when I work out all the, finer details and stuff on it, y'all, trust me, I kind of put the cart before the horse, but hey, we're rolling with it. Would not be the first time that, I went down the river and lost my paddle and was like, I'm up a creek.
Hey, look, we get to ride the rapids.
Alright, so Hippie first in.
Getting all the numbers wrote down, they'll start dropping everyone.
So congratulations, Hippie. I got a thing up there but I made a note of it too. So I don't know. It won't be post-it notes and then tore off papers, but hey, we're rolling with it. This is only day 2 of this idea. Let me see if I can get to it.
Alright, so
Yep.
first. I'm gonna start moving.
And I'm in a bit of pain today. Not for it to distract from today. It's just if you see me moving slower, my skills up there. So yesterday's winner was Myra. So that's got her name and the date on it. Today's is Hippie's got her name and the date on it. So I don't know if we should be throwing away the freaking glass or if we should be collecting it at this point and then selling broken glass because there's actually a thing for it.
I'm not even.
But for today, go ahead and just throw it. No, seriously.
At least
The
it was
crafting
vintage.
community, I guess it's
Well,
a
yeah,
thing
you
to
do
break
mosaics out of it.
Okay.
So,
You can't see
and
me on camera.
no, you cannot see Mr. Stephanie. Hey, but to be fair, Mr. Stephanie was on my channel the other day without his fedora or sunglasses. We did it discreetly, right?
Check and make sure none of these have chips or anything.
Yeah, because I lost a Starbucks mug too.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't see it when you're not paying attention to it, but
I lost one of the snack trays.
I lost one of our bathroom vanity trays. Yeah.
All right, so there's still going to be some small pieces of glass.
Yep.
I'll be back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Here's
So,
your tray.
thank you.
Yeah, I'll run this out.
No, you're good. We're not in no rush. We're just gonna roll with it. It is what it is. All right. So Hippie was first one in. Second one in was Crack and Mary. Welcome in, Crack and Mary. Third in was Ashley Reed. Welcome in, y'all. Yeah, please show the love. Hit the like button. If you're new to me, or even if you're not new to me, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. Let's see what else. Sharing's caring. So that's where this all got started with this monthly drawing. Last week, Jessica, came in and I mentioned about her being the number one. She is honestly the number one supporter in my athletics by a significant margin. And she's like, well, what do I get, right? And I'm like, well, you should get something, but I don't know. So that's where the monthly drawings come from. So the monthly drawings, we will have one drawing a month. I'm writing
Hi,
this
Maritza.
down.
Make sure you
Hey,
drop a number
Maritza.
between 1 and 125.
Yep, between 1 and 125. So one drawing is for first in chat.
And Hippie changed her name on her channel.
Did she?
That's Hippie Gma Bargains now.
I like it.
She said she was getting ready to start working her way towards life.
Dude, I am so totally excited and so stoked. I'm already in line. Do you remember when the Robin sold for the first time?
Uh-huh.
Do you remember what my goal was? Do you remember what
Be
it
the
was?
first person to buy from her.
To be the first person to purchase from her. So guess what my goal with Hippie is?
Same.
Y'all, I gotta find like a reserve or something. That way I can pay a ridiculous amount for whatever her first item is. But either way, yeah. I mean, I'm willing to take it pretty drastically to be her number one first on YouTube. We'll see. But I like it. I noticed the name change, but it didn't click. All right. Welcome in Ashley Reed, Crack and Mary. She shared us out, Mr. Stephanie.
Awesome.
So, all right. So that's the other drawing that we're going to have every month. So, April starts. It's crazy. My mind still thinks we're in March. So I apologize. So this will be for May. Everything we're building this month rolls into May. So first drawing is for the first in chat. The second drawing each month, and I'll figure out a specific day of the month. It'll be in the first week of every month that we do it. The second drawing is for those who share us out. So you either got to share us out and then put it in the chat that you did. Or you come in after the live, and this can be for any lives, okay? For either this one, last night, whatever. You come in after the live is over and you leave a comment. Now, I would prefer that's not just numbers and emojis, but you know what? If you want to get creative with the emojis, some people know how to do emoji art, text emoji art. I'm good with it. All right, so shared out or comment on past lives. Monthly drawing. Just writing this for my own notes, y'all, because right now, the last time I dealt with so many moments was this pregnancy brain. First week of each month. All right. So that's why I've got to do notes and stuff right now because my memory and everything, call it the stress, call it the decrease in hormones, whatever, because I am premenopausal, whatever, but I'm over the humor of, hey, she forgot why she came in the room.
I do it all the time.
Once in a while it don't bother me, but I could definitely tell. I'm sure some of it's quality of sleep. I've not had remotely of a one night's rest. My ideal night's rest in over 3 weeks. You gotta remember I was sick before, yeah. All right, so happy.
So that trip to the post office and mail, that was a workout.
It was, wasn't it?
I got it all in one load from here into the post office. And then when I got over to UPS, it took me 3 loads to get it all out.
Oh, because you're going in your vehicle. See, my vehicle, I have that little cart with the wheels.
I've got the big cart in mine, I think.
You might. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, grooving into the intro. I love the intro.
I was grooving to it. Hi, Jessica.
Jessica. Girl.
She can't stay, so.
Girl, here, really quick. Check your email. Should have gotten by now, if not within the next hour, a notification of your tracking. If you don't get it, let me know and I'll email it to you. Okay, what else was I going to do? Go down further in chat. There's numbers. There's Maritza. There's Jessica. She put her number in with her statement.
I saw it. I got it wrong.
You're good. You're good, honey. Yep. Jessica's poll shirt is on its way. All right. So we are down in chat. So let me think of a few things while they are fresh on my mind. All right, so today was shipping day. We sent, Mr. Stephanie 13. That was 12 invoiced packages and 1 giveaway. More giveaways will start rolling out probably within the next shipping date. Shipping dates are Mondays for right now, because I do not have 100% reliable transportation.
No, I'm still going to work on it.
And so, the less I'm driving my vehicle, the better. Let's see. Oh, two things. When you receive your package, if there's a channel sticker missing,
Yeah, let us know.
drop me an email. Drop me an email, and I say that for this reason. For one, I have a bag similar to this that has a channel sticker in it, but I didn't have a name on it. And it could be an extra, but I found it on our table over here. So, maybe while we was packing or something, it didn't get into the shipping box. I don't
It's
know.
always a possibility.
But that's a possibility. So in the event when you receive your package, if you know you were a winner of a channel sticker and it's not there, just drop me an email and I will get one out in the mail to you. Boxes are not decorated, not even on the inside this week. Sorry, y'all. Mr. Stephanie legit 100% packed every box that went out. And no, I did not. We did have to break into one box today, possibly two. Yeah, two. One was because I had some added stuff that needed to go into it, and I couldn't find half of it. Still can't find half of it. It's frustrating to me, but we have been moving rooms. It's not sold items. This is like bonus items, y'all. So it's not a big deal.
It's somewhere.
I'll find it when I'm not looking so damn hard for it. It's just
Find it when
frustrating.
we shift to the big room.
Hi,
Kathy.
Hey, Kathy. Welcome in. Let's see.
Make sure you drop a number between 1 and 125, Kathy.
Between 1 and 125, because here in about 2-3 minutes, I know we're just over 420, but we're going to wait an extra 1 or 2, maybe 3 minutes, because I said so. Trying to think of announcements, y'all. We only have one local package, right?
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
So,
and I'm probably going to actually box her stuff up so it's just easier to take to her. Because I've got it in a plastic tote right now.
Yeah, no, that'll be fine.
Hi, Subi.
Hey, Subi, welcome in. Oh, that's the other thing. So, I considered on whether. Can you hand me the scissors for a second?
You can keep them over there. I just had it.
I was trying to decide whether I was going to show y'all this or let it be a surprise. But in 13 packages on their way to their destinations exist a replica of our new postcard. So these are on, I don't know, gold tin, cardstock, whatever. But the idea is if, you like to color, whatever, you could do that. And then on the back, it's got my business logo minus the lady. And then it says, rise and create your own sunshine. So, there y'all go. Those are in
every one of the boxes.
Every one of the packages. Everybody got one. And this will be the way we do things. Probably different shades. I can't hold on to this. Come on, stuff. Probably different shades of cardstock, but the ones that went out today, this is what they got. Okay. I did not label which one's which, so we're just going to go with one of them.
All right. I'll put stop signs in.
Get your numbers in. Get your numbers in. Okay. This is going to be for the sunflower bucks. We do sunflower bucks first, so that way our early bird folks, if they can't stay, they know that A, they won, and B, if they choose to stick around, they can apply the sunflower bucks in today's order. So, $5 sunflower bucks. You want me to show you where it's broke?
It was the one you had sitting up on this thing.
Uh-huh. Alrighty. And today's number, that's for the sunflower bucks, is the number 69. Number 69. If no one came in for 69, then we go with the first number
this
immediately
woman's gotta
above
be
it.
the luckiest woman I've ever seen.
Who?
Hippie.
She get it?
She got 75, and that's the
That's the closest number to
closest
69?
Yeah.
Woohoo! Hippie! You got $5 in sunflower bucks today, girl. Congratulations.
Because you said it was, what, 69, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'll show y'all here in a minute, Mr. Step. Bring me your
Maritza had
notebook.
66, so.
Maritza had 66. Yep.
And then Hippie was the next number.
Yeah, we go with the first number above Maritza. If there's no numbers above my number, then we go with the number below. So we got Hippie at 75. We got Kraken Mary at 45. We got Ashley Reed at 90. Jessica Dumpster Girl at 78. Maritza at 66. And Sue B at 120.
Yeah, you're good, Maritza, because,
You're good, honey.
we have oversight at times. Trust me.
Yep.
That's why I usually hand the notebook off to her, so there's a second set of eyes.
Alrighty.
Oh, Hippie wants to gift it to Sue B.
Okay, you got it.
Deal.
So, to Hippie, gift to Subi.
Yep.
Well, congratulations, Subi. Hippie wants you to have the sunflower bucks today. To Hippie, gift to Subi. And yes, I do 2 sets of notes. So it helps. We really do trade to be pretty thorough and be error free in our packing, shipping, invoicing,
Well, I know the boxes helped.
The boxes have helped. Getting betterly organized, getting everything sorted into each person's box as soon as possible, whether that be immediately or after the show. It's also another big deal. So today is Monday. Y'all are amazing. Huh?
Oh, Hippie goes, just sharing the love.
Yep, just sharing the love. All right, let me see. Where are we going to start? We're not going to start with the milk glass spaces. I know they're up there, but I actually got those to display stuff with. So I need to move those out of the view. Yeah, where's them? That's our big fur baby snoring.
She's so obese, she snores.
You know, I'm not quite sure where I should start today. Hey, on a brighter note, my silver tree didn't break.
Even on a bigger, brighter note, and then I don't know.
Something just kind of feels off, and I can't quite pinpoint it. I'm hoping it's just maybe a channel sticker that we forgot to get in someone's box, and maybe it's because I am always nervous on ship date, and then up until things arrive to people, because I mean, the carriers aren't always friendly.
They've been pretty good lately.
Yeah, I mean, it's not been overly too bad.
Well, I don't know where I said it, but the belt buckle, that brass belt buckle, it was still in a box of glass. I found it when I dumped in the trash.
Oh, I'm glad you've seen that. Yeah, I've got it here. All right, I think Mr.
Hi, Zeus.
Hey, Zeus, welcome in. Today is Offer Up Monday, Buyer Edition. What does that mean? That means two things. If you've never purchased from me before, if you're new to me, I need you to either drop me an email at the Groves Bargain Emporium dots are in between the words at gmail.com, or
And I can go get our job form.
or you can jump over to my description of this live. Mr. Steph will put the drop form link in the chat and just fill it out. That way I have your information so I can invoice you. And that works for giveaways as well, because if I don't have a mailing address for you, I can't mail it. Past that, let's see. It's important to know that invoices typically roll out on Thursdays, sometimes into Fridays. They are due by the evening of Saturday. Now, what does that really mean? Well, that means that it doesn't matter if it's midnight in New York or midnight in LA. If it's Saturday, it's still due. So,
Hi, Amy.
hey, Amy, welcome in. Yeah, due Saturday, and the reason why my invoicing is changing to being due on Saturdays of each week is starting our sales week on Sunday of each week and still having invoices that have not been paid. It just throws the wrong energy out there. So it's easier just to hit the cancel button. I get life happens. I get people get sick. I am still not 100% from us being sick this month, this last month. So if I ever cancel on you, there's absolutely one reason only, and that is because the line of communication has been broken. Meaning I have not received an email from you stating you're going to be late. And, I know it overlooks, some people overlook it. They don't get the notifications, whatever. The great thing is
just email, and we've usually got everything still sitting there in a box.
Yeah, I have one from a couple weeks ago. It was when I got sick, huh?
Yeah, it was right before we were gone for the 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, so I've got one invoice in the last 30 days that wasn't paid for that I hit the cancel button on.
And then we got sick and was off for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then we were sick. So the main thing is to know communication is key. It works both ways, both with the seller and the buyer. However, I am letting you know now, your invoice for this week or prior, right, unless we have an arrangement made, is going to be due on Saturday. Why do I say this? Because I had one or two people from this last week that possibly one from the week before. Either way, they only have one item. And the item it's only like $2. It's going to be over $6 to ship. So it's all right. It's not taking up space. It's here. Here's the thing. By the end of this week, it's been at least 2 weeks. I do at least 4 shows, typically a week. So people have time to um, add to the orders throughout the week if they want to. I am going to be on Dawn's channel this week on Wednesday after the show. I'm not sure exactly what time she's going to be going on yet. I know she goes on typically right before I get off, or, at some point before I get off or after I get off. So we'll just flow from my show into hers. Past that, I'm on Nana Tinks on Sunday. So that's for her members auction. So if I have auctions with anyone else, because I will have one on a Friday. Let me look at the dates really quick, y'all. And I look at the calendar. I purchased a bunch of those calendars. I've got enough of them. Lord knows I did not bring one in here with me, though. Hey, Kraken, welcome in. Good to see you. All right, so the 13th, I am on with Nana for her members auction. So that's a Sunday. I was trying to think. I thought I had one on a Wednesday or Friday. Well, I do with Dawn. So here's the thing. My billing starts on Sunday and it rolls to the Thursday, right? So what does that mean? If I have an auction on Friday, that auction on Friday is going to go on with the next week's sales. That's my point. But again, communication's key, and I say that word both ways. I'm just dropping stuff off my desk. You have to give me a minute.
You're just not going to be happy to you break more crud today, are you?
I mean, Ooh, thank you for sharing this out, Kraken.
So I just dropped the members auction for Nana Tinks because she's got the link up.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone go and hit the bell on that.
Okay, let me find. That one's Myra's. I guess I'm just going to make a side note. I probably dropped that too, though. My post-it notes.
I don't see them.
They're under my devices I dropped. Alright, so Kraken shared this out. So if y'all are just tuning in, we are doing a monthly giveaway. So this is good for next month, not this month. Shared out. Today's date. So if you share us out, okay, you come in and you comment after our lives, whatever, keep it decent. I would rather not be filled with just emojis and numbers, but hey, if you know how to do art with text emojis, go ahead, as long as it's appropriate. So first person in chat in any of our lives, they're going to be an entry in. If you share us out or comment after our lives, you get an entry in. So and this is just how we're going to roll with 2 monthly giveaways a month. They will be the first week of each month held on my channel. Shared out.
Yeah, you get your name in the drawing by sharing this out, though, so it's all good.
Now, what are you going to get the drawing? What can you expect? You can expect a hard time from Steph if you keep asking questions. We'll get there. I've got them off to decide, right? We can get creative. So that's just right now we're collecting the names in here because I don't trust the wheel. Not that I trust this method either. Just saying.
Yeah, but I know how to get around that method from it looking crooked at all. So
Well, you just pull out all the names that show each and every one, no matter how long it
Exactly.
takes.
that's how we did it at that demolition derby that time when we gave away the raffle car.
Right. I think I need to step up and grab something, but I'm not sure why. Kind of feels like one of those rabbit hole things going on. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to step away for a minute. Anyways, Mr. Steph, you want to show a couple items that we've got stickers on?
Yeah.
This can be a bite now instead of a starting bid, but I do not want to go lower on that belt buckle. Yeah, belt buckle. All right, y'all. I will be right back. I just gotta go figure out what it is I think I need.
Hi, everyone. All right. So, it's been a day. Let me tell you, it's been a day. All right. So, we're going to go S97. All right, so I'm going to put this in for a starting bid of $8. So how Mondays work, being the offer up, type deal. If when I show this, if you think that you want to pay $5 for it, put it in. The worst we can say is a counter offer because we haven't hit our price of goods or whatever. So, don't ever feel like, oh, well, that's a cool belt buckle, but I don't want to pay $8. I want to pay $6. Say something, because we work with people, let me tell you. All right, so I've got marked. Yeah, this is a marked piece. It's a bergamot Brassworks marked belt buckle. Starting bid of $8. It's S97.
And it's marked with a lot of numbers.
Yeah, it's marked with a lot of numbers on the back. I'll try to get some of those to show up here in a minute. This is what the belt buckle looks like.
It's a farmer, his plow, and his draft horses.
And then the back of it. And I know that there is number stamped on this. And I don't know. And then there's the maker's mark. I'm hoping we get in the other room, the lighting is better. Lighting is not that great in this room.
We don't have all the lights in here either.
Did you guys comment 99 cents, Kraken? Yeah, this thing's worth more of that in weight right now. We have to have, what's the minimum out of this?
$4.
Okay. So the minimum I can take is 4 for this. So there's my counter is 4. And it's a solid counter. But yeah, that's the worst that can happen is, hey, we know what we've got in them.
1976.
Yeah, it's a 1976. It looks like a farmer, plow, and draft horses. It's 3 3/8 inches by 2 1/4, so it's 3 3/8 inches long, and then 2 1/4 on the depth. All right, we'll take 5 on it, Kraken.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Kraken.
All right, sorry, I walked out of the room to walk back in there and see if I can figure out why I went in there.
All right. 5. All right. And now I'm dropping everything. At least my stuff I'm dropping isn't breakable.
Hey, I didn't drop that box itself.
Oh, okay. All right. You're awesome, Kraken. Thank you. right. Got that in. Okay. Yeah, let's see what else can I show. I can't show anything that came out of that box because I have to look it all over for condition issues. Let's do G130. All right. So G130 is a Lefton plate and cup.
Is that like the church gathering cups and plates?
Maybe.
Or is that more of a southern style of, hey, let's have tea?
So I'm going to do a starting bid of $10 on these, and it's for the cup and the plate. So it's G130. It's going to be a starting bid of $10. There's the plate. It is the wheat pattern. It is Lefton. I have like 8 sets of these available. I've got the cup. It's got all the gold all the way around the rim. There doesn't seem to be any major paint loss or anything. The Lefton mark on the bottom. And on the plate, the same thing. Got the Lefton mark. And the plate is number 2768. And the cup is labeled 2768. So they are the numbered set. They go on like this. There's a little spot for the cup to sit. Nice little snack dish. It's china.
What's
You know.
the diameter of those?
The cup is 3 3/4 inches across the top. It's 1 3/4 inches deep. And then from on the outside, get my fingers to work. Is 2 1/4 for the top, for the whole, from the bottom to the top. And then the plate looks like a seashell. So straight across it is 8 inches all the way around. So the plate looks like a giant seashell. But it is 8 inches from here to here and here to here. This left in China, and the number is G130, and $10 start bid on that, unless someone wants to offer something a little different. You ready to come back over here?
Yep.
Hi, Robin.
Hey, Robin, welcome in.
All right. And then I lost my pen under your desk. It's right down there next to your chair.
Oh, it's all right. Since
What?
we're being honest about losing pins, that nice one you let me use earlier, I'm pretty sure I brought and set on my desk.
Well, here's that one.
And then it poofed. It disappeared. It
Oh.
disappeared. Hey, Robin, welcome in. All right. So, give me a second. Oof. Maybe that fell too during the fight because I don't remember that being that tore up. All right, so we have, it's going to be S121, and it's for this book. The dust cover is pretty wore out, to say the least. And it's got some doll patterns in it as well. So it's a book. It's better knitting and crocheting. Just put step by step, Mr. Stuff. That'll probably be easier. So it's the letter jacket. I didn't realize this was tore off. But I mean, you can tape it back
What
if
are
you
you
want.
doing for starting that?
$3. $3. This is a big book. So I'm going to take the dust cover off.
Hey, Scooter.
Hey, Scooter, welcome in. So it does come with the dust cover, but it's sorry shape, y'all. And I'd say about 98% of the dust cover is there. All right, so here's the actual book. It is hardback, gold tone lettering. It is red. So it's a pretty good sized book. It does come with some let's see, 1, 2, 3, looks like 4. So for Walmart, and this is old style Walmart. My battery is running low. I did not plug it in. Give me a second. No,
Yeah, are you hardwired?
no, I didn't do that either. Dude, the
There's
box
your hard.
broke right before I went live, and then I noticed the time, so I was like, I gotta go live. All right, now we're back. All right, so in this knitting crocheting book, you've got 4 Walmart. And I'd assume say these are probably things that were given out from Walmart. But it's got the old style Walmart. Right? There are 4 different doll patterns in here. There's that. If there's any interest, I'll show more of it. And let's see, there's something else in here. Oh, there is a red heart. And it's got instructions and stuff too. It's got measurements, so it'll go.
Hippie's in for 3, looking for 4 more.
Okay. It's got 288 numbered pages and then an index. So that's what you get. Ooh.
And we're going once to rock
I'm gonna
for
say-
3.
You mean hippie?
Or hippie, sorry.
I'm going to say this is 70s. Am I in the right generation for this, y'all? I get to the front. Maybe maybe it's 80s, but it looks 70s.
Going
to me.
twice to hippie.
Blankets, skirts.
Last call.
Yo, look at the hair. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. All right, techniques. How to do certain. Some more stitch wise.
Hippie said whatever you had just showed, that she may have to make herself one of those. And it sold to hippie for
Heck
3.
yeah. It's got it's the pages are very, very well hippie. You know, this is either I would say a late 70s or an early 80s, but who knows? I mean, I'm an early 80s baby, so I can tell you. Let's see.
Yeah.
I know it's sold. I'm looking to see if there's a date on it. Oh, 1981. 1981.
So Kraken says a book for making granny panties.
That's an awesome book.
Hey, Firecracker's godmother, what she was doing, bathing suits and everything else out of.
You just ask a girl if she can make something, and I mean, if it ain't already got a pattern out there in the world, she'll create one herself. All right, so the dust cover, I'm gonna stick on the inside. That way, maybe it will. There you go, hippie. Let's see. Thank you, thank you. All right, and that was for 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Alrighty. scanning over what I've shown and what I haven't shown you. That way, and give y'all some I might have mentioned we got some stuff. And then I had this crazy idea of, hey, let's take the biggest room in the house. Let's make it an office sales area. So.
And that's what we're going to do this week.
That's what we're going to do. Mr. Steph, is that the pin that you...
Yep.
Alright, let's see. I'm going to pull the stuff out. This is stuff that is sourced, but I haven't gone through yet. So
that antique U-dish is up there.
Antique U-dish.
The bread dish. Sitting right next to the blue pitcher.
Okay. You want to start with that one?
You can do it whenever. I moved it and put it up there.
Hey, Mr. Steph, do we have double A's?
Yes. How many do I need? One?
It looks like just one.
Yes.
I got a cool bag. It's almost like a messenger bag. Almost, not quite. I don't know, it's still throwing off some vibes. It's one I want to price well. Dude, I just got 26 cents out of this. This one had something in it. Let's see, what's the year? $92. Looks like 93. Oh, I just buried the 2. Where did I do with it? What did I do with it?
Let me see a clock.
83.
I'm not going to guarantee.
The penny was an 83. I'll keep that. 83 is a year for me. We're going to see if this if this clock works. Woohoo! Alright, so you think I should try selling the clock with the hoodies?
No, just
No, just sell the clock. Alright, so S122 is a Kansas State Wildcats clock. And we are going to start the bidding off at, let's do $6. It does work. It does work. It does have a scuff mark right here. I don't know if you could take that out, polish it out, whatever. But it does not affect the quality of the timekeeping. It does have where you put a AA battery in. And it's got where you can put it on the wall. This is purple.
Of course it's purple.
Give me a second. I'm going to get dimensions. Using the 2 Guys Vintage and Resale tape measure. My first one went poof. So this is right at 11 and a half inches. 11 and a half inches. And the clock is still working. So this is S122. Starting bid is $6. It's in overall really great condition. I don't see a year. You know, some stuff has info on the back. This one does not. So, and this is local to us.
Yeah, I cook a boatload of food.
KU is
right at an hour.
Right at an hour from
Hour
me.
and 20 minutes, something like that.
Well, it depends on who's
Lawrence.
driving. Depends on who's driving. Alright, starting bid.
The Kansas is kind of funny because both of the main universities for Kansas literally are within an hour and a half of each other.
I've still got all that footage from when Firecracker and I went over there for her stuff to KU. Okay, let's see.
Well, I'll steal that footage because that's what I'm going to do with my channels, like history and travel type stuff.
Give me a second. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Dude. Alright. That is not what I thought it was. That is like a dresser runner thing, but it looks like it is.
Like a scarf.
Well, it looks like a scarf. It could be. People can use these as scarves.
Right.
Or you can use them for furniture coverings. I do either, y'all. No, it looks like a bandana, and I knew this one was a bandana, so this one looks larger than a regular bandana, would you think?
Huh.
A bigger bandana than the average?
No.
No? These. Alright, let me get measurement. This is gonna be S123.
Yep.
S123, and we're gonna
Is it
do
just the bandana, or are you doing both?
we'll do both, and we're gonna do a starting bid of I got this weakness for bandanas, y'all. Let's do starting bid $3 for both. Alright. S1, 2, 3, right? Yeah. Starting bid for both is $3.
Hippie says she thinks bandanas are 16 by 16.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I'll go ahead and get a measurement on it. And this one, Hippie, is definitely old school, like my type of old school, not your type of old school.
And Hippie's in for 3, looking for 4 or more.
That's the difference. And I mean that in a sincere and generous way. Like when you talk my generation to Hippie's, because Hippie's generation is my parents' generation. And I mean that in all due respect. So, wow. This is 19. Here, I'm going to need your actual help so I don't stretch it to measure it. Just hold it. But either way, so vintage to me, so it's 18 and a half. And then it should be 18 and a half this way too. No, that side. Alright, don't stretch it. That one's 20. So let's measure again. Because they're supposed to be equal. No, that's measuring just over 18.
Yeah, but you need to measure it by my fingers.
I'll measure it. Yeah. That's closer to 20.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
that's
we'll
what
say it's
rough.
probably a 20 by 20. And this is your teal turquoise. And then this one is, I'm telling you, it's a dresser cover. I mean, you can use it as a scarf. But it'd look better as a furniture covering.
All right, so we're going once to Hippie for 3, looking for 4 more to unseater.
Let's see. So this is probably, well, it's at least 5 feet
Going twice.
long. Let's see. I'm 5'4". Yeah, it's taller than I am.
Last call.
So I don't think she's worried about the size of this one. But this one's white and it's got your grays in it.
Sold the hippie for $3.
Congratulations, hippie. Thank you.
Robin says, "Birdie."
It is. I didn't love to have them, but I'm telling you, actually, somewhere have multiple stashes of scarves or furniture coverings. Give me just a second, Mr. Steph. So that was 123, right?
Yep.
And that was hippie.
Yep. For $3.
And hippie, one of your boxes, I'm not sure which one.
One went out USPS and one went out UPS.
Yeah, there was a significant difference in the cost of
Because of the
shipping.
weight of that second one.
But in one of them has extra stickers for you.
It is. I'm trying to remember.
What's
It's the one coming USPS. I think.
you think it's in the
Yeah, because I don't think I did that.
USPS?
Yeah. Hi, Myra.
Hey Myra, welcome in. Drop the number if y'all haven't yet. Between 1 and 125, we're going to go ahead and do the second drawing. All right. I put it where you can't read it, but hey.
Yeah, it's okay. It's going in a box.
All right, I want to look at this bag really quick. I got a rubber band and it looks like a little hook thing.
Oh, come on. I hurt myself so bad working on vehicles this last few weeks that.
Right. Alrighty. You know what? I'm not sold on selling this yet. So I'm putting it right there. Just don't give me that look. Do not even give me that look.
Hey, what about the dolphin lamp?
You want me to show the dolphin lamp?
Not.
This is a
Place we plug it
it's
in, so-
14 or 14 and a half inches. It does work. It is a dolphin lamp. It turns on. I believe it's 14 inches. This is going to be S124. And, oh, Lord, help me. Mr. Steph, did I get this in the village?
Yes.
Do a start bid of $8. Start bid of $8. And that's just because I know
Excuse
what.
my spelling for dolphin.
Did you spell it wrong?
I spell it how it sounds. I'm sorry. I learned to spell with
All right,
phonics.
starting bid for this dolphin lamp is $6. Wait, no, 8 is what it said. Sorry. 8. Do you want to shut off the light, Mr. Steve? So here is your oceanic view if you don't have one.
It actually showed better with the light on.
Did it show better?
Yeah, it doesn't blink.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
It blinks the camera out too bad with the light off.
There it is. Looking for a measuring tape, would you know? So you need 14 3/4 space for this to fit on your shelf. Okay.
So it'll fit in the big box.
So it will fit in a big box.
The 17 by.
The 17. It does have a few little scratches. You know, it's got some wear. I'm pretty sure this is 90s. I see that for 2 reasons. I knew somebody. Hey, I forgot they had that. Well, let's see if it doesn't. It doesn't seem to really do anything. I thought it did in the light, but I don't. So, let's see. Dimension wise, on the bottom, it is going to be right at 6.5. 6.5. And then if you've never had one of these, that's how you change the light bulb.
It's got to go on a certain way.
Yeah, it's got to go on a certain way. There it is. Like, see that big hole up there? It's for that piece there.
All right, I think it's going to be a pass.
All right, we will pass on that. I'm actually cool with that one passing because I think that's going to head to my background. I'm a nautical themed person. The first time I ever seen the beach ever in my life, we're talking ocean beaches, not salt or lake water beaches, was October of 2019 when I went out to.
Yeah, and there's video of dolphins and everything. That you did.
Yeah, one of my military moms said, "Steph, you gotta get out more." I'd never seen the ocean before in my life in person, just on video or.
Yeah, I grew up learning to spell with phonics, so a lot of my spelling, it makes sense to anyone if you sound it out. So.
I walked 6 miles of Virginia Beach. And do you remember what I did? I mailed home priority mail. Y'all, if you don't have a rock tumbler, but you're a rock hound, if you go out to one coastline or the other, send that stuff UPS. No, USPS. Sorry. USPS in a priority box. Throw a little bit of newspaper in there. Just newspaper. Just crumple it up. Throw it in the box. It don't matter if they're sand, nothing. Okay?
When it gets to you, it will be polished.
It'll be polished. Now, to let you know, I think it's what, three or 4 weeks of a rock tumbler.
Yeah. I don't know why
Because each, I don't know. I need it out of my way for right now. All right, where are we at? On time, we are a little after 5. We'll wait just a little bit before we start the next drawing. What was that number? That was 124, right?
Yeah, you're at 125.
So this is going to be 125. This baby's got some age on it. Or maybe it just has some wear. But either way, as 125.
It's just the box, right?
It's got something in it, but we're selling it all for...
What'd you put it?
Instead of S20, 125, I put
125.
125.
It was the blue thing beside the sky.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. That's my art picture that I brought last night. It's got a chip in the bottom. It doesn't affect its use.
Oh, the vase?
Yeah.
Yeah. The store we got it at,
No, it was a
hid.
yard sale.
No, it was a yard sale, wasn't it? But there was a sticker hiding a ding on it. It does hold water, but it's got a ding on it. So
What are you doing for that money box?
$2, buy it now. Tag has a tear on it. This definitely shows some wear, but the box is intact. It does not stink. Oh, and I did say there was something in it. Guess what? It's not glass. Thank goodness. So, inside, I can't tell if these are craft projects or if it's someone's incomplete craft project. But you get 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. There's at least, let's see, 8 of those in there, and they're the foam ones. And at least this one's got
Kraken's
something.
in for 2 for it, so it's sold to Kraken.
Okay, you got it, Kraken. Thank you. I'm sure we'll fill it. It's a good thing that wasn't glass, right? I'm sure. What?
So I don't know if I want you showing in the glass tonight.
I'm sure Mr. Stephanie will have it filled out in your box. So, Kraken. There. Oh, this is their box,
That's
right?
their box. All right, you want to grab the blue vase?
Yeah. Let me get my next number written down. That way I don't have to ask you. You want me to touch glass? You know how much glass I've broken in the last week? Do you remember? It should have had a sticker.
It's all good. I can go look real quick. Just give me a quick second. That's the reason why writing them all down is a good thing. All right. Art glass vase. We did starting bid at $3 because the damage is S102.
S102 is your number. And $3 is what Mr. Stephanie was asking for before. It does have a lot of controlled bubbles. It is hand blown. It does have a split right there, just saying. So it is a vase. It does hold water. Here is your ding. See it? Right there. It's like half a crescent moon right there.
Oh, we put your guys' together. If you ever look at your invoices, I'm sure you put it on the invoice that way.
Yes,
when
I
fill
put.
out the card, I put
Yep.
KM for Kraken Mary and
Yeah, I just note the difference in your invoice, Kraken.
Kraken's in for 3, looking for 4 or more.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a time that Kraken Mary wants to order and have her own, like, private package, right? Like, she wants something without you knowing it. I mean, I'm good with invoicing and mailing to her separately, just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how we roll, right? Let me get you dimensions. Give me a second.
It's meant to be that way if you're looking at the middle.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's part of the hand blown stuff.
Okay. I'm just going to go with it. So, it's standing right at 10 inches, give or take, okay?
So we're going once to Kraken for $3. 4 or more takes it away.
The base is just over 3 inches by 2 inches wide.
Going twice.
It does hold water. We put water in it yesterday to show that, that was it. And this is a mini, right? And let's see. That shows you how big the size is. It's actually quite small. It looks like a doozy there on the screen. And this is what number again?
S 102.
Okay.
And sold to Kraken for $3.
S102.
Yeah, they had like a
$3.
tag on the bottom, I'm guessing, for wherever they got it from. And when I went to take it off, because it didn't have a signature or anything, it pulled a little piece of glass off. And
Oh, that might be how that arrives to you, Kraken. I'm just saying that wasn't.
I get it up.
Mr. Steph will fish it out. Showed that. Showed those before.
There we go. Kraken goes, but I'm paying for it anyway. Talking Kraken knows if she wanted.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying if she wanted Kraken. Oh. So this is how this works, right? Somewhere in the future, Kraken Mary reaches out to me, and one of multiple ways she has that ability to. And she says, "Hey, Steph, can you locate this item for me? Can you not tell Kraken about it?" I probably, wouldn't tell Kraken about it, but I probably would disguise it in your invoice. But if she wanted the package on her own, I could definitely do that. So, I mean, because that's just what us Southern girls do for each other, right? All right. Sorry, that was bothering me. There was a bag on the floor, and I had to pick it up. Just driving me crazy. All right, let's go ahead and let's do this giveaway.
Okay. So anyone that hasn't put a number in, drop your number between 1 and 125.
And give them a minute to, in case they have it. And this is going to be for a channel sticker. Or stickers. How many you got left over there?
At least 3.
At least 3. Okay. So we'll do a double channel sticker giveaway, y'all.
All right. Kraken Mary says, us girls stick together, right, Stephanie?
We do. We got to.
All right. Cool Range 14.
Now remember, if no one... Sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Give me a minute, Kraken. I just seen your comment, but I feel like I got to sneeze. Alright. On the bottom shelf of the white cabinet, there's a reddish looking bottle behind it. Let's tuck in this space. I don't have a sticker on it. I do on the side. Oh, it's not a base. It is a candle holder taper. It is marked
It's behind the blue base.
behind the blue base.
Yeah, I don't have anything red behind the blue base. There's the fairy lamp and
Here, I'll show you what I got up there, Kraken. When we get moved into our permanent location, and I've got to find out, hopefully before I came live and before the crash of that, we may have to go to Abilene for shelving.
okay.
But that'll be a tomorrow thing before our live. Alright, so we got that. So, yeah.
Do not set that there. That's an antique glass. That's how come your glass keeps breaking.
Alright.
Can't set stuff down on piles of clothes.
Alright, so beside the blue was this. Behind the blue was this. And then beside this, and kind of behind that blue, was this fairy lamp. And this fairy lamp has a battle wound.
Hi, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny, welcome in. So that's what was on that shelf. I mean, other than that, I got this Art Deco Linux Crystal Butterfly Meadow hand painted design base, and this one's
That's
marked.
it, the fairy lamp.
The
Right,
fairy
so-
lamp, alright, and then this Linux is marked. So if there's any interest in that, it is marked. Alright, we'll go with the fairy lamp. But before we do the fairy lamp, if you're just tuning in, drop a number between 1 and 125. We are getting ready to do a giveaway. If I don't lose my note. And we are doing this giveaway for 2 channel stickers. One is for Mr. Steph, and one is mine. I can't show you mine because I don't have them in here. So Mr. Steph's is a 3x3, and then mine's just slightly different, right? It's not quite a 3x3. So and give it about 20 or so seconds for the lag, because the lag has been real, y'all. Lag last week
It has
was
been too
really incredible. Last week, it dropped
6 seconds is what it's at.
Does anyone like hummingbirds or what's those birds? There was a cartoon, probably Ackerman. Roadrunner. Yeah, that's a Roadrunner. Anything like that? I got a little bit of jewelry, but
Yep, your numbers are good, guys.
all right. Got Robin at 33 and Kraken at 16.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Steph is gonna drop
Our sunflower
our
stop signs
sunflower stop signs in. And then, after the drawing and after I showed the fairy lamp, we're going to open up the tool guys.
Well, I want you to show this piece.
Oh, Mr. Steph wants me to show y'all some antique glass because I invested enough glass in the last 7 days. I mean, to be fair, my count is about $60. If I was to list all that, we're talking about double.
Well,
Yeah. All right. We good with this?
Yep.
All right. So, for channel stickers, Mr. Steph's and mine, you need the number 121. 121. If there's no one right on 121, we go up to 125. If there's no one above my number, we go with the number immediately below this number who has not won already.
so Sue B has 120.
Okay. Hey, Lindsay Ann, welcome in, girl. I ain't seen you in a minute.
There's no one above that.
So there's no numbers above 121.
Nope.
So who was immediately
120.
below? 120, and
Yep.
who is
Sue B.
120? Sue B. Girl, I don't know if you're still
Hi,
listening,
Lindsay.
but you're getting not one, but 2 channel stickers. Channel.
I mean, she's got channel stickers heading to her right now, anyhow. But
She does, but who knows? Maybe she wants more. If y'all ever get a channel sticker, right? If you're a winner of a channel sticker and you've already got one or multiple, and you
Awesome.
wanna opt out, that's fine. But I'm just gonna assume that you want it, and I'm gonna send it to you. I think the current count is Myra Lane with the Vine Space channel has the most channel stickers from the Gross Bargain Emporium right now. So it's all good. channel sticker, Subi. I need to put channel stickers. That way I know she's getting both. Channel stickers. Y'all are the best. And I don't say that haphazardly. You guys are amazing. Alright, Mr. Steph, you want to put your channel sticker in this bag and put this in Subi's box, please?
Yep. I need to label it in the box.
No, you're good. I haven't done 126 yet, have I?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure I haven't overlooked it. Alright, so congratulations, Subi, and thank you. Let's see, G24. It's an Ember.
Lindsay says she missed chatting.
I've missed the chatting. There it is. There it is. Alright, I just had to find it. You know what? There's not one, there's actually two. I'm looking this over because this is the most I've actually ever looked at it. I purchased this, I sourced this from another YouTuber in our communities.
What are you doing for a starting bid?
It's going to be starting bid $8, and I have to have the 8 because that doesn't even cover the shipping. But I'm going to start it at 8. Okay. Let's see. So it's actually got more dings than I remember. But I purchased this.
Kraken's in for 9, looking for 10 or more.
I purchased this because I have the Ember glasses, the vintage Ember glasses. My mom did those, and that's why I got them. All right. So you got a ding here. These are small little dings, flea bites. You got one here. And then you got a ding here. It's right there. Yeah, you can actually see it. Little one right there. If at any point, Kraken, since you're the only one in for interest, if you see something condition-wise and you're like, nah, I'd rather not, that's fine.
Going once to Kraken for 9, looking for 10 or more.
All right, so this is your pattern, scallop pattern, right? Ding number 1 is right here. You can see it. You can't feel it on this side. It's on the inside. And then here is your ding.
Kraken says he don't mind the dings.
So.
Unless you actually just pick it up and really look at it, you can't tell them.
Yeah, and none of it's sharp.
Last call.
And you know, for the sake of not breaking this, because I would cry, we're going to set it down. And I am going to get Kraken's name on this.
And we're sold to Kraken for $9.
Thank you, Kraken. It's actually quite large. They've got ones a lot smaller than this one. So it's a cool piece. I don't really have the space for it. And it's hung out with me for a few months, so. Here, I'm going to hand this because I could change this because I still have 8 written on it instead of 9. I'd have probably turned it upside down.
Well, maybe we'll just try to get it to sit so it's not dinging against each other.
Alright, so we sold that. We did the giveaway. Let's. Mr. Steph wants me to really hold this antique glass It is antique glass. It's Higby.
That's
It's-
cool.
It
Okay.
is your fine cut and fan folded U shape. It's for bread. It is an antique. 1901 to 1907 is when these were produced. Mr. Steph, why don't you tell us about it while I show it?
I need the card. So I know that it is a antique. Bryce Higby is the maker. It's called the Fine Cut and Fan is the pattern. It's in a folded U shape to hold a loaf of bread on the table. It was produced between 1901 and 1907, which means it's over 100 years old, and we're starting this at $6.
What's the number on it?
S126.
S126 starting bid. It does need cleaned. We sourced it the other day, so it's not been cleaned. So I do not see any breaks, any cracks, any chips, any flea bites.
Hit fees in for 126 for $6. Looking for 7 or more.
I'm looking in all the ways that you typically would. So I will wipe this down before we.
Not for the cost of groceries anymore, man. Back when bread was 75 cents a
buy it.
loaf, I was game for that.
So if y'all have an Ollie's near you, I know not all y'all have an Ollie's, but if you have an Ollie's, the Ollie's brand of what Sara Lee wheat bread is like $1.89 depending on where you go. It fluctuates a few cents
So we're going
versus the
Kraken.
Sara Lee loaf. Just FYI.
Yeah, I mean, use it for whatever. That's just what it came up. Everything I read on it.
That would look gorgeous. That would. This almost feels like it needs a handle, right? But it's just because of the shape it's in.
Mhm.
I'm going to give you
We're going
dimensions.
slice.
I'm going to give you dimensions, Hippie. That way you have an idea of the size of this.
Last call.
11 inches is your furthest point. And that's length just over 6. So 6 1/4 is your width.
Sold the hippie.
Okay. And then I'm going to let her know how tall this baby is. It is reaching 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Hippie, congratulations. This is an incredible piece. I will get it wiped off just because, I don't mind things going to people and still needing cleaned, but this one feels like, they went to Sunday dinner and then set it in the cabinet without wiping it. And that was S126 Hippie for 6, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're getting into a lot of old vintage. So when I say old vintage, my parents were born in the 60s. My grandmother was born in the late 30s. So when I talk old vintage, I'm talking like my grandma's.
The hippie said, "Don't
Right.
worry about that." So
Starting bid was 6. Okay. All right, so I know we've had a few people come in since we first started earlier. So each month we are going, so it won't be good for this month, but starting next month. But you got to put the work in now. I know. Payoff, right? All right, I'm looking at my notes. I need to take a couple of these off because they're distracting. All right, where did I put my note? Where did I put it? Monthly drawings. We're going to have 2 monthly drawings each month. You do not have to purchase to win. It's 2 separate drawings. I haven't decided when we'll start doing them, except it will be in the first week of each month. And the first drawing is for the winner of being in chat first. So like today it was, what was it today? Today it was Hippie.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was Myra. So that's a separate drawing every month. So what I do every day is I'm going to start. I've got a couple Post-it notes, but I tore some paper yesterday. There's Myra's name and the date. Because she was first in line. Hippies was today. And then our second drawing is for share outs and comments after our lives have aired. So you don't have to do it immediately after each show airing. If it's something, you're bored over the weekend, whatever, you got a couple of extra minutes, go in and comment on a past live of mine. Keep it decent, some people can be obnoxious. But leave a comment. I would prefer that's not all emojis and numbers. But if you know how to do creative emoji text art, knock yourself out. All right. So our next item is G99. We've been asking $4. It is not food grade safe. It may poison you. It is for decorative purposes only. I'm going to assume $4. G99 start bid is $4. I'm going to assume that's Japan. But I'm going to do a solid really quick, y'all. And we're going to ask Google for some help. It doesn't matter what it is, right? If it's got a stamp on it, you can Google lens the stamp, and not always, right? But sometimes Google will make your life easier and give you the information you need. And sometimes not. So it's definitely 1900s. That sounds so much older, right? Just saying it that way? All right, so I have no idea. It is a large oriental vase. I can tell you that. I just can't tell you if it's... Sorry, it's not a vase. It does look like a vase. It's a taper. It's a taper. It's a candle taper. I can't tell you the difference between Japan and China. Except one's... Never mind. We're not supposed to have political talk. Yeah. This is somewhere between a burgundy and a magenta. $4. It is a taper candle holder. It does have a hole there. It is marked that it will poison you. Is this marked Japan or China? I can't tell, Amy, which one it's marked.
Okay.
This is the marking on it. It's right here.
Oh, that stinks. They don't come with batteries. You can put it in, though.
Of course it don't come with batteries. Have you seen the price of batteries?
Gotta get us. Yeah, they don't even stay in there.
Well, it's because it's not a real candle. A real candle would. This isn't even realistically even the right form.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Okay, we got. I'm thinking it's probably Japan.
Is it marked on anything on the bottom?
I showed her, but you can go ahead
That
and
is
pop.
probably Japan.
I think
Okay.
it's Japan. And then the electric taper candle does not hold in that, but I'm telling you, if it was a wax candle.
Oh, Kraken's in for 5 now. Unseated Cool Ranch at 4.
I do not see any dings.
Cool Ranch is at 6, looking for 7 or more.
And some of this feels like embossed, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if I can. Let me see. We're gonna play with the camera without playing. Well, that just sounds bad now. I'm trying to get. It's almost like a texture. Like when you put, like someone who has problems with their sight, if they feel this, they're gonna feel the design. Like, can you see the paint where it's lifted off?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like formed and painted.
Yeah, it's like formed and painted. So there.
All right, so
there,
Cool
you can
Ranch
see
is
it
at
kind
6.
of right there.
Kraken, are you still in or are you out?
And it's just one tapered candle holder, y'all. Let me get dimensions. 3.5 by 3.5 by 8.25. 8.25. So it's a 3.5 by 3.5 by 8.25.
All right, so Kraken's at 7.
Get some rest, Myra. Girl, I think you've been pulling double duty with that magic, haven't you? Did you catch Myra's?
Yeah.
That's actually cool. Myra's adult child,
Right.
is into the magic.
So going once to Kraken for 7, looking for 8 or more.
I'm going to set this down because I almost dropped that. I don't know if y'all seen it. You got it, Kraken.
Going twice. Last call. Pull to Kraken.
7.
Thank you, Kraken.
And then gift to Amy. Thank you, Kraken.
Yeah, thank you, Kraken. That was awesome of you. All right, I got together my paperwork.
Okay. Let's see.
All right.
Where are we at? I'm trying to look to see if I've got anything Easter, because Easter stuff needs to get out if it's going to be going
I
before
think we
Easter.
moved most of these.
I think we've moved most of the Easter stuff, haven't we?
Pretty
All
much
right,
what's
let's go
left.
with some bags. Let me check.
Oh, Kraken says he wants the lady statue.
He wanted her last week too, and she's still here.
Oh, boy. All right, so are we on S numbers again?
We are on S numbers again. This one doesn't have a number.
127.
127. So S127 is, let me see really quick. I need to look at my other bags really quick so I don't screw up.
A set of 2 bud vases. Yes. Blue ones up there. I may have to get them for you.
Yeah, you'll have to get those. All right. So you said S127?
Yep.
Let me write down this number because S127. This is going to be a start bid of $6 for this purse. This is a crossbody. I cannot take less than 6, y'all. This one appears to be brand new. I think actually I sourced it that way, but you know, it's been I'm not getting enough real useful sleep. So it is lined in the black, lined in the back, lined in the black, lined in black. It does have the front compartment, the back compartment. Then it has 2 compartments here. So one here, one here. I do not see a marking for the maker. And would you know, I finally found the sticker. We're going to stay with the same number. But look. Alright, so the back compartment has nothing, just it's a liner. The front compartment does not have any pockets. It's just the liner. I did find a zipper. A tag says it was made in China and that's 100% cotton. Do not wash. So $6, and it is a crossbody. It crossed you. You could adjust it up or down. It has no wear. I'm pretty sure this is the one I bought new. I've bought a couple of them new, but I had a moment one night of retail therapy, so $6 will be that one. If you catch the replay,
Oh, mine is selling tomorrow with
Mark
Tool
and
Guys.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let me go drop that link.
Yeah,
Right.
would you drop? Thank you for reminding me, Myra. I mean, I've got my bells on and all that stuff, and I've got a note up here. Maybe it's on the desk. She is. I'm actually excited. So there is that. If you catch the replay, you can email me or. Alright, this is going to be shows. That's what drives me crazy. This one I'm not showing today because it's Tinkerbell. You guys can guess. Alright, I have a Dana Buckman. You're fine.
Is there a number with it? Or?
Yep. S62. I was asking 8. I could start it with $6 tonight. It does have some wear. So yeah, I would take $6 if I buy it now. It does have some wear. Let me move these for a minute. See that happening before, you know.
Yeah, well, Cool Ranch
So-
was asking about bud vases.
And I went on to this. So you're right. So we'll show the purse here in a minute. Was there not a sticker with these?
That was been a while since they.
It's fine.
I can look up it.
Alright, so these are identical. They are 4 3/4. 4 3/4.
So we're going to
Tall.
name those
S128.
S128.
So S128. The base dimension is 2 inches. And that's just measuring from this point to this point. It's not measuring the outer. It's just where it's going to set. Okay?
What are you doing for a price of this?
To do, she asked about a set, right? So, let's do $5.
Okay.
And do start bid. So you got S128 for this.
Okay, so she's asking also about the tall white ones.
Okay, give me a minute.
And you're good, Amy, with your where you
128.
put your bid.
Start bid is going to be 5, and these are for blue bud base set. There is no imperfections with these. They're just really better not in my hands. So I'm going to put one of them down. These are cobalt blue.
So Cool Ranch is in for 5, looking for 6 or more.
It is blue, cobalt blue through the bottom as well.
So we're going once to Cool Ranch.
Where's your light? I'm just looking to illuminate it.
Question right now.
It's fine. Let me do it like that.
Going twice. Last call.
It's going to be sold to Amy, aka Cool Ranch Dorito. If y'all don't know the story behind her YouTube name, y'all need to. We are just shopping your shelf. That is perfectly fine. Honestly, Amy, when we get set up in the bigger space, I mean, I don't know how much in shelving I'll have immediately. I'm hoping I'll have a lot more. But I'm going to have a dedicated area, whether it's, daily or throughout the week, where people can just shop off the shelves. So I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. So what was
asking about the white ones, your milk bases?
Milk bases? I paid too much to ask for them here. Are you looking for milk glass bases? Cool Ranch?
Shelf. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not actually for sale, Cracker
What's
Mary.
that?
The Wizard of Oz set. The ornament set on the that's part of our.
Well, it was going to be part, and this was I purchased this, and that's close to what I have with the shipping. Not necessarily milk glass, just wanted a pair of bud vases, any kind.
We had some more.
Give me a minute, Amy. I'll see what I got. The one thing I noticed about some vases recently. So, who's asking about the ornament? Was it Kraken Mary or Kraken? If it was Kraken Mary, I could do a start bid on that ornament for $15. Mr. Steph just said something and I lost my train of thought, so give me a second now. I got out to do something. It'll come back to me. It'll have to. Let me see. Let me gather. Mr. Steph went looking, because we have other bud bases. So, Amy, I'll show you these. I don't remember what it was asking for. These. Ooh, maybe I need a bigger one of those. Something designs. So I have 2 of these green. So I've got these 2 I could sell separately or as a pair. And then I have these still available. Mr. Steph's looking. Because I don't have all the glass in here. When we realized this wasn't gonna.
The only 2 vases I can find right now in the hodgepodge out there.
So tell me where you got those. Did
On
you
the
get
top
those
of the
on the
shelf.
top of the shelf? Then you gotta go put those back because Grandma gave me those.
Okay.
Thank you.
It was the only vases I saw. She's like,
No, I appreciate you. Oh man, you dropped the phone on the floor. I'm gonna write down some, because I know I have some more bud vases. But I think they're in the tote. So bud vases. Now I'm gonna put paired. I'll see what I can come up with, Amy, and I may just drop you an email.
Good, Myra.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm 42. Some people get tripped out with my age because, Jess will be 26 this year, and I'm like, come on, get over it. But I'll tell you what, at least for sure in the last year when I have fallen, I'm not worried about.
All right. See you later.
I'm not worried so much about getting hurt, but I think about what it's going to take to heal.
Yeah.
No problem. I totally get it with the blue bud vases.
Totally great with the blue bud vases. Yeah.
Yep, go get dinner started. Thank you, Amy. So, bud vases paired. Put that. Because that's the next thing. If I don't write it down and put a note down, I'll go looking for something, I'll find it, and then I'll be like, who was it that was... Okay. I think the weather impacts it too, Myra. Like, I know the weather systems, when the weather's getting ready to be rough, my inner air is off.
Well, that, and I can't hold anything with my arthritis, so during the winter I drop stuff left and right.
Alright, so I got a note written down. So, Mr. Stuff, you remember I mentioned channel stickers? Y'all remember I mentioned channel stickers?
Are they not in boxes?
So that one didn't have a box. I gotta check these out really quick, y'all. I knew it. That one's Scooter, so this one goes in Scooter stuff.
Okay.
And then this one's Craig's. He doesn't have a box,
No.
does he?
No.
So him and Jennifer.
And then I've got Angie's down there. On that shoe.
Does she have a box?
No.
She doesn't. Okay.
No, those are envelope stickers.
No, that's fine. Alright. Let's show these pigs again. Because this one's kind of Easter, or you could think of it as a communion, or even a baptism, maybe a baby shower gift. This is definitely giftable. I'm looking to see. I thought I had a number on this, but I don't see one. Okay, and it's not. So
Did you show those
S128.
Hold on. Did you show those yesterday?
No, S129. Show what?
The pigs.
No, I didn't show them yesterday. It would have been like Wednesday.
Wednesday.
We're gonna wait for the number. No, you do not.
S88.
S88.
Yep.
No, I'll tell you what, Kraken, what aggravates me isn't any of y'all asking, because honestly, it don't. It's like, oh shoot, someone else has got interest in, or whatever else. No, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what aggravates me is typically I've been accused of being organized, which, I mean, if you've seen this room, you would not come to the same conclusion. But it is what it is. The chaosness right here, it's just going to take me a minute if it's not something like specific, like, hey, Steph, the minions up there, right? So, like, I've been envisioning us moving, and finally, it's Mr. Steph's idea, right?
No, it's not because it's my idea.
We're moving to a different space. So S88, and this is going to be, yeah, they're both piggy banks. Starting bid is $4 per choice. No, that's the only thing that's aggravating to me is, like, I don't have my stuff organized enough that when you ask sometimes, because, you know, the way you see it on my screen is the way it is in my space. But going from here to looking and being like, oh, shoot. Yeah, you know.
Kraken's in for 4, looking
All right,
for 5
so
more.
this one could be used for Easter. This one does come with a stopper, but I pulled the stopper so you can see how clean it is on the inside. Okay.
We're actually giving up our master bedroom to put our sales area in there.
Mm-hmm.
And we're moving in one of the smaller rooms, which actually is kind of good because anytime I've ever had a large bedroom, it always ends up being a catch-all. And when you have a smaller room, it doesn't seem to be a catch-all as bad. So
this one's got crosses. It does give the whole vibe of Precious Moments is not marked Precious Moments. But all these colors are pastel colors. So they are not bright colors. Very nice glaze on these. The reason why I said this could be Easter or even like communion, baptism, or baby shower is, I mean, come on, it's a whole little first piggy bank. And here's the stopper. Oh, that's now inside it. See you later. Thanks for being here, hippie.
see ya, hippie.
See you later. Shine the flashlight
I would
in the
love to,
piggy
but I
bank.
can't find the flashlight.
Mr. Stephanie has lost his flashlight. But,
I found it.
alright, I'm just going to ask Siri for assistance. Shut off the light for a minute, Mr. Steph. Let me pull it back.
It illuminates it.
So.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
What? Did you just drop that sucker
No.
in your lap?
No, I caught it before I dropped it. I told you I'm not good with the glass today, y'all. In less than 70 days, I've been out about $60 in it. And I say that because some of it I can't recover for the same price. But,
That's
well,
what it is.
so there's that one. And then if you're old school like me, cool. If you're old school like, my parents' age, or
See if
if
that one
I'm,
will light up.
okay, well,
Nope, that one doesn't really light up.
here, let me pull it back.
It doesn't.
Yeah, not really.
So the one that looks like a Precious Moments one lights up really nice and pretty. The other one doesn't.
Alright, so this is your regular size miniature pig, right? I mean, it's that big, but it doesn't have the stopper. It's made in China. It is clean on the inside. It's probably got a little bit of Kansas dust. I mean, the wind's been blowing lately, y'all.
Yeah, I've got to get with our guy that does our taxes and find out all the tricks and stuff. He's got like, what do you say, 18 years experience in small business and military. So
I've got some family members that are accountants, but they're in a different state.
So going once to Kraken for $4.
But I thought about asking. I figure if I can keep everything
twice.
organized for my accountant, and is that going
Last
for
call.
$4 in Kraken? Which one or ones?
And it's
Oh,
sold
man.
Kraken.
Ours has been flickering here or there.
Ours did this morning at work.
Later.
See you, Myra.
Get some rest too, honey.
Precious Moments.
Precious moments. You got it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So S129.
Hold on a second.
And I need to look. I think there's one condition. There's at least one condition issue with her. So here's her. I'll have to look here in a second. But you see that? I don't think it's a chip. I think it's paint loss. I just don't have two hands at the moment.
Boxes.
Oh yeah, the box is ready. All right. So we're gonna set that in the Easter. We'll put it in there. No, it kind of is in there. Let's see.
What are you starting that way to start you at?
$4. It's close enough.
Kraken's in for 7 on it without you even showing it.
All right, let's go ahead and do a countdown.
Okay. We'll go ahead and start showing it, though.
I'm going to, but you can count it down slow. So yeah, it's paint loss. It almost feels like it peeled a little right there. Past that, I really don't see. There looks like there might be a little piece of paint loss right there. We'll just show her. This is glitter. That's glitter. This is glitter. So, and then here's her midsection. She's exquisite.
Kraken's like, I don't care. Sold the Kraken for $7.
I actually had gotten her. Thank you, Kraken. I actually got her to put her in my background, not like this type of background. I'm gonna start soon on $7.
Yep.
start soon. Something. Oh, doing some pre-recorded videos. And I figured something like her would look cool in there. But she's going to be going to Kraken, and so now I'm going to be on the look for something.
That's the fun of this, though.
Yeah, because
You're
I mean,
closer
to be fair, Kraken and Kraken Mary's box is usually over there. It is usually not this close to me. Let's see, what else?
Let me grab pie.
I am not selling it again tonight unless I've got a high bid of, well, it'd have to be 60 because Kraken even beat his bid of 50. Yesterday it went to 55 for this. So, unless we got serious bidders.
Quit teasing everybody with Gizmo. Yeah.
I caught him. I caught him.
That's all right. My lady that I work with in the kitchen, she said she would give 50 for him.
Who?
My little short.
Oh, your
lady in the
short
kitchen.
lady in the kitchen? Let her know that the high bid on him right now is $55. And
What about the necklace, Kraken asks?
which necklace?
Probably the one hanging on your.
You talking this one? If you're talking I don't know. Yeah, you can see it in there. If you're talking that one, it's actually two. And I think they're plastic, but they're stretchy. So they're two separate. I don't even know if they went together, but I sourced them around the same time. Oh, he's talking up there. There's Tiger's Eye.
Ah, yeah, grab that.
And there's two different necklaces. One of them I need to check and see if it's marked. Because
Good eye, Kraken, because I didn't even see that one up there.
when I was overstocking some people, yes, some people, on eBay, I go to people's eBays because I educate myself. Alright, so there's that one. I'm looking to see if there's a marking on this one. So this one I think is vintage. I do not see a marking on it. It will need
Are they
cleaned.
both Tiger's Eye?
They both appear to be Tiger's Eye.
What do you want to do on those?
So let's do a start bid of.
I've got to go get him. That's why I'm asking.
Let's do a start bid of $6 for both.
For both?
So you get that. Let me get the. So the necklace, the line, I was gonna call it rope. Every time I think about calling something rope, I hear Elise reminded me that it's line. So give me a second because it looks like it's kind of twisted. But this is definite. It gives the appearance of Tiger's Eye, but it's definitely cat's eye for sure. It's got the color of Tiger's Eye. And those are kind of, these smaller beads, those are kind of like an ember. But this is 2-strand. And then you got this is wood beads.
Kraken's in for 6, looking for 7 or more.
So the bigger bead is wood. These are probably, I don't know what type of bead. These are sea bead, but they're really small. And then here is your Tiger's Eye.
So going once to Kraken for 6, looking for 7 or more. Without bidding.
It is silver toned. I didn't see a marking on it. Oh, there is a marking on it. We'll figure out what the marking is here in a minute.
Going twice.
It is silver toned. Here is your clasp.
Last call.
Flip this around and see what the marking is.
And we're sold to Kraken.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Kraken. Kraken says probably 925.
Top one says Avon. And then it says is it SP or SD for the bottom? Here, look at
Let's
it.
see if I can see.
Yeah, you got Avon and then below it. I can't tell if that's letters or numbers. You know what, Kraken? I think that necklace, that Avon one, I think it's a set. I can't get to it right this second, but in my brown drawers,
SJ.
SJ. I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah.
So I think this necklace, now that I'm thinking about it,
Came with earrings.
I think it was a set of 3. But it definitely had earrings for sure.
Yeah.
I'll look. It had a box.
Yeah, we'll look.
And I know where it's at. I can't get it. So, the point is, Kraken, I'm sure this was a set. And if it was, it'll come with the rest of it.
That's got to be a heavy one.
That is a heavy train. You'll get the whole set, whether it's just the earrings and the necklace. I can Google search it. And then I've got to plug the device in, but only because I don't know how to close Windows out. Alright. So it is a vintage Bohemian Luck beaded necklace, 18 inches, Avon. Give me a second and I'll look up a couple more. Yeah, so it did come
With 2 earrings. Huh?
with 2 earrings. It is triple stranded. Yep. Tiger's eye. So I typically
Black light before you.
Yeah. Here's your black light too. Typically I don't do this because I just don't. But so this set, I do have the earrings, Kraken, so you're going to get the earrings with it. And they do look just like that. So just a smaller size is what the earrings look like to this pendant. I goofed. I knew there was something about this particular piece, so I sewed it, but it's a set.
And we know where they're at.
I know where they're at.
Space
They're in my kitchen sales area. So I'll just put it together here in a bit and put it in his box. But the right now in stock is over $13. And that's one comp. I can tell you the comp higher than that, and sometimes
Kraken,
lower.
You gotta understand.
No, Kraken,
What
it's
we've
fine.
got in stuff, there's a reason why we're able to bring stuff at that lower prices on a lot of stuff. If we can get it for a really good price, then we bring it at a really good price, because who knows? You may decide you want to turn around and sell it later. Kraken Mary was just curious about it.
Now, this on the seriousness, to break even with the shipping, this was an item that should have came in with multiple items, but it was shipped separately, which means I paid separate shipping for it. Hence why I need at least $16 out of there, because that's what I have in this, plus the shipping into it.
We'll use it for a background thing when
I figured
Because
that's
we'll
what
still
I'd
do
use
the
it for.
Wizard of Oz thing. We just haven't.
Alright, let me see. I need to bag these correctly, because when it comes to packing and invoicing day, y'all, if I'm not organized enough, it gets really stressful.
Yeah, Crack and Jennifer come in one night. She goes, "Man, you guys are just giving stuff away." And it's like, no, we're getting it cheap enough that we're able to still make a good profit. And
Well, I don't know.
send
I
it out
mean,
the door.
I know a lot of people that will have $1 or $2, or sometimes not even $1, and just happen and sell it for $70 or more dollars, and more power to them. People don't realize that the word profit should not be treated as a dirty word.
So you know who came up with that theory? Dave Thomas from Wendy's. It's part of their core standards for Wendy's. Is profit is not a dirty word.
I mean, someone's going to
Everybody
make
should
it.
be getting it.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm good. It's sat here long enough. I will tell you,
And I know where we got it.
$6 in this, I broke even.
No, you didn't. You made more money than breaking even.
Well, if you'd have let me finish.
Okay. Sorry, that's where you stopped.
So the Avon piece, I had $3 into. This one, maybe $1. I think this came in a lot though.
Yeah, it came in a lot.
So I mean, there's $4 between the both. And how much did I sell that to him for? $6.
Yeah.
So I made $2 in profit. I
And
mean,
it was fun sourcing them.
I mean, if it was just these two items, and I was shipping it to you, after PayPal takes their fee, I would have less than $2 in profit, but I would still have made something. So no, you're good, honey. I appreciate you. I will tell you, if I don't feel comfortable about a buy or sell, we get it worked out. So Kraken. What was the number on this one?
S130.
So I'm putting Avon set plus lot. And that's because there's, two separate. Okay, I could do that. There's times where I get stuff and I get it from people at a really good deal. And then there's once in a while, someone will start something because they're not sure what it is. Or maybe there's a condition issue. And so put in the notebook $12.
I do.
And you're really getting a steal on something, right? And I will tell you something, if I lay in bed that night after the sale or whatever, and it bothers me, then, as a seller, then I know I need to do more research on my stuff. If I'm the buyer, and I'm like, dude, I know they started it at $2, but I should have came in at $6, right? I learned from that, and the next time. So if you ever see me at someone's auction and they start selling, we're going to say $2 for this item, and I offer $6 for $2, someone's either asked me to source this item, or there is drive behind why I started.
Yeah, we can invoice you Friday.
Invoice on this Friday?
Done deal.
What's the date for this Friday? That way I can.
Today's the 7th.
So it should be the 10th.
Thursday the 10th, 11th.
The 11th?
Yeah.
So 4/11/25. Kraken invoice. Okay. You got it. I should put Friday just case I look at the note and I'm like, eh. But that's how we win some and we lose some, and that's how we learn. And I will tell you, I mean, there's been a few things I have sold, and I may as well just given the damn item away, like for real.
That was a lot of that was when we were first starting and we were clearing out a lot of that small stuff.
Yeah, in fact, there was a few times where I was actually in the red because, but I've got to move this stuff. A lot of this stuff we've started, in the last week and a half or so, where not today, but typically we've been going and sourcing.
And then coming home.
And then coming home in time to go live and selling it, most of it right on with y'all. So we're getting better at it. It takes time, it takes learning, it takes growing pains, and it takes a lot of understanding from other resellers because, I mean, if I want to be better than I am, I got to look for others who drive me to be more than I am right now. In turn, that type of a relationship with others has its own stresses. So, it's all a learning thing. I appreciate y'all.
So it's 6:30, so.
It's 6:30, and it is Monday. Scooter Renee, LLC.
Does he have his tag with him, or do I need to go look at it?
It's got a tag.
Okay.
She is coming on this evening for Monday Motivation. I want to say at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. So this minion mug has crackling on it. No, it is not that old.
What's the S number?
It is S103, and the starting bid is $3. So S103, starting bid is $3. It does have crackling both on the inside and out. It does contain some Kansas dust. The crazing, I believe, is because someone put him probably in the microwave. So, but with that said, I do believe it'll hold water. But I mean, you can use it as a pencil holder. You could create a plant, a plant potter thing. Aside from that, I don't really see much wrong with this guy. He's just got some crazing to him. So,
all right, Kraken's in for 3.
Let's see the crazing a little bit. Maybe you see it in his eyes. And it's not like overburdened or anything, but it's something I like to.
Going
this
once
one,
to Kraken for 3.
It's a 2017. So yeah, he's not old enough for crackling.
Going twice. Last call. The Kraken doesn't seem to care about like crackling and stuff.
Kraken, it almost looks like it's chipped, but that's where the paint didn't cover. See how the paint's,
Yeah, he says yeah.
but it's missing right there.
All right.
So
Sold the Kraken for 3.
thank you, Kraken. Thank you guys for your bids. And thank you for just being a part of our chats.
Yeah.
Because honestly, without y'all, we wouldn't have a chat.
And my job would be boring.
For real, it would get boring fast. I'd be looking at Mr. Stephen going like, I caught it. I think we're done selling glass tonight.
I think we're about done anyhow. I got to figure out what we're going to do for supper.
Oh, yeah, we got to figure out supper too, don't we?
Yeah, because I didn't get a chance to start anything.
All right, you got me this.
Yeah, Kraken was asking about black cabinet, top row, third opening. Is that a little white statue? And that's the only thing over there that was a white.
All right, so your white statue, Mr. Stephanie thinks you were talking about the angel bell. It is purple.
Is there a number on it?
There used to be.
Okay, we're going to call it S131.
Okay. So, There's nothing wrong with her. I think she even has her original
What are you doing for
stopper.
starting
Starting bid $2.
bid on it?
Uh-huh. It's got your Dove Angels. Or Dove Angels. Doves. Sorry. Doves. Got them there. And got them there. It looks like this came out or whatever, and they applied more glue. But I don't know how to quite explain that, because it doesn't look like it's been broke, cracked, chipped, anything.
Kraken's in for 5. Looking for 6 or more.
So,
And we're going once to Kraken.
and maybe, I mean, this was part of that bell collection of my aunt's, and she did have it in storage before she passed. I mean, Kansas has been known to be now a furnace.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, we're getting ready. What is that? The second or third week of June. You just about die for almost a month here. Last call.
yeah, June into July usually, and then somewhere mid-August or
It starts cooling
September.
back down.
Okay. And this is one S131.
Yep.
I'm gonna put
And
AS.
sold the Kraken for $5.
AS1.
Masculine Metals made me a Starship Enterprise F-16 and 18.
31.
That is cool, Kraken. Not so into the Starship Enterprise because I never really got into Star Trek. But the F-16 and the A-10 Warhog are cool.
What causes?
So Kraken, this particular bell was part of my aunt's estate. So the funds for this one, you'll see it on your invoice, it's going to grandma. So y'all are amazing. I felt bad because it's been over a month since I've been down there because, you know, I got sick and then life happened. So I ended up bumping my medical appointment for a month. And when I went down for my last one, I came home with a load of stuff to sell for grandma. And stuff to sell for a friend of mine. She's a single mom she's having a hard time right now. But she makes jewelry, and I'm scanning over this really quick to see if there's anything that I haven't shown, you know, over the last week or so. Hey, those bonus items that went in Kraken and Kraken Mary's boxes, those are in poly bags, right? Like they're not just setting.
Yeah, they should all be in poly bags.
Okay.
The last set that I packed stuff wasn't in poly
so
bags. So
Kraken, when your packages arrive, you're going to want Kraken Mary to open the poly bags.
Kraken asked about the Stein.
The Stein, the Gettysburg Stein. This is the Gettysburg.
There should be a tag with it.
Well, you know, it was in that box that hit the floor this morning. Or this afternoon.
No damage, right?
I'm looking really quick. Do it.
I'll go get you a number while you're looking.
So I was explaining that. So there is a flea bite that wasn't there yesterday. But aside from that, now let me look and see if the number fell on the floor. I don't see it.
Give me just a second. I know we showed it Wednesday.
Alright, so when I say flea bite, do you see it? I can still see it because I know where it's at. See, it's right there. That is smaller than the size of a pea.
Oh, right there. It's S101, $10 started bid.
Alright, so Mr. Steph, give me a minute because we did drop it. So, well, when I say we, I mean the box fell.
And yeah, Kraken, we can take 5 for it.
Yeah, we can do 5. I'm just trying to make sure that there is no cracks or anything. Yeah, the only thing I see is that little flea bite right there, and it must be because that's where it hit the floor when the box fell today. But that's the size of a pea. Well, smaller than the size of a pea if you put a pea in there. But it says Gettysburg, our country's common ground. And it's the same way on both sides. Same way on both sides. And then,
Yeah, no, I'm sure. The only reason why I had it for 10 is it's half the price of what it was comping for.
yeah. So the way we do our pricing, Kraken, is for one, I have a budget that I'm trying to find some discipline for again. Dude, when you go in a place and you find all the right stuff, you just, yeah. Aside from that, what number was this? I don't see it.
S101.
Yes.
I didn't put it in.
And $5 is what y'all got going on. Like this, anywhere else,
Does it still have the original price tag on the box?
it has a price tag right there. So anyways, so say I look at this online, there's a lot of them. And I see a bunch, say, in the 30s and the 40s. Wow. This is vintage. It's 20 years old. It's 20 years old.
Of course,
Anyways,
when I think of 20 years old, I think of 1970s, 1980s, and 20 years ago was 2020 or 20 or
Our
2000,
marriage,
2005.
our marriage certificate is vintage.
Blah.
Anyway, I'm gonna know if I'm gonna sell something like that for this price. I've got to come in under that price, right? So, generally, I'm gonna only pay a few bucks for this if I'm gonna turn it. This particular item, I paid. I wouldn't say retail because I've seen some crazy. There's one that's a different design, same year, everything. They want $75 on the marketplace, and I'd say they're out of their mind, but they're not. All Wizard of Oz stuff is out there. If I go to the 24/7, which is where a lot of signs, a lot of your cups, a lot of your mugs, a lot of memorabilia, I cannot get anything under $10 from there. Just FYI. So I paid.
So when we find
I
stuff,
paid top shelf for that. When you consider the shipping that went with it. And I'll probably get rid of it. I've got to get close to what I've got into it.
yeah, it may sit there till Christmas.
Yeah, I might sit there till Christmas. You know, we go to flea markets, we go to rummage sales. Dude, we got to look up some serious rummage sales. All right. You want to set this in Kraken's box? Because he's got a lot of glass in there, and that's pretty heavy. I'm only saying that because, you know, I've already broken enough ones. All right. Let's see. We are after 6:30. So I think
Mary says their anniversary is May 3rd, and it's 8 years.
so.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations, Kraken Mary. And Kraken. So this will be their 8th.
Now that's cool, Kraken. One of the places that's one of our little honey holes here, there's all kinds of that kind of stuff. Pokemon cards. I mean, it's everything. It's like a flea market design in there.
Mr. Steph, you should go get the results of our honey hole trip.
I don't know what you're. I'm tired, so.
I knew he'd know what I was talking about. So, May 3rd. Heck yes. Got that note up there too. I went into the flea market and found metal train cars. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I definitely can't find all that included for that price. Alright, so Mr. Steph and I went to do some sourcing. Tomorrow's $2 Tuesday, so you will not see the results of that sourcing tomorrow. But hopefully Wednesday. And then we went and hit another one of our honey holes. Literally.
This place is so cool. It's self-service. You pull up and they've got a box sitting at the end of their driveway, and they accept Cash App, Venmo, everything right there through it.
They're certified through the state.
Yeah, they're certified through the state. They harvest their own honey on their own property, package it all on their own property. We got to actually see the honey kitchen when we went and got these, because they had the box closed and everyone had to drive up to their honey kitchen. It's all self-service. You don't even deal with anybody.
That was on the other platform that we're connected to, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're connected to me, you can check it out there. But, yeah, literally honey for our honey hole.
Yeah, let's not drop that. That'll be a mess.
I had this for a reason,
You're
and
not
now I'm
trying.
not sure. Maybe it's because I was taking notes. I don't know.
But that's a pound of honey for $9.
Alright, so I've been going and I've been checking out people's, meaning more than one person's, other platforms they sell on. I will tell you, if I see someone showing something on YouTube and they've got, say, $6 to $8 for it, and you're like, oh, that's kind of steep. Go check them out if you know they saw on another platform. See what they got that listed for now. So the two guys, Vintage and Resell, Mark and Mike.
You and I both, right?
I'm telling you, I don't think what I purchased from their eBay store was quite this big, and it shouldn't took that big of a box either. But I might have had another box in circulation with them. I'm not sure. I'm looking for something to open this with.
Yeah, the scissors.
I don't know. I just remembered that too. So, I find my inspiration. I do my research from various locations. Some of that is with the people that are in our YouTube communities together. I watch how people are presenting things and how maybe they're adding the description and how they're presenting that item that they're listing, etc., because last month was the month I had planned on starting to list, and we're not there yet. It'll happen.
Especially with us getting in a bigger room.
Alright, so there was a card in there, and then it looks like construction paper again.
I like that.
No, yeah, that's construction paper. The thickness ain't nothing come through there.
Space
Dude, I gotta go look at that freaking. Dude, and the issue is there isn't. Oh my god.
What? Alright.
This is so cool. There isn't one, there's two.
Yeah.
And they're
Sit
huge.
this down. Drop
And
it
they're
off.
and they're glass. Let's figure out. There. Trying to get a figure out. Oh, I didn't tell y'all what. If y'all are superstitious, you probably ain't gonna want to look. Just saying. Just saying.
Yep, not a problem, Kraken.
I sure will. Yeah, we'll go.
I'll figure out what.
Mr. Stephanie will get your total on your card or cards going. And so this was like that lady that's now in Kraken's box. This was another one of those items I purchased to be able to have in my background when I do my pre-recorded sales. So a black cat. But wait, there's more. There's not one. I didn't think they were that big. And just like that, y'all, they ship marked packs for a grill to land on the package. Just FYI. So your stuff's gonna arrive to you safely. And if it's not, well then there's a humongous story that goes with it, I'm sure. And then here's the other one. So you got this one. Got both of them. That's so cool. They almost look like they could be bookends. And then see, they're painted too. Their eyes are painted red and green. Now, Mr. Steph will work on your card, Kraken, because that's what Mr. Steph does. He gets everybody's stuff tallied from his notebook to their cards, and then I use the cards to invoice. The great thing is I can reuse this box and the packaging. So that'll probably be in someone's box. Alright, this came from Colorado. This would be from Cool Ranch. Yes, y'all, if you haven't figured it out, we do buy and do all that good stuff from each other when we can. This was an item I purchased about 2 weeks ago. It might seem long, but when I say 2 weeks, it'd be like telling y'all something that's purchased today, right? But not invoiced for a week. So, stickers, thank you. But check it out. There's Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. What do you call a black hooker with braces? And a black decker. Wait, I gotta read this again. What do you call a black hooker with braces? Black and Decker.
I'll read it here in a minute. I'm in the middle of it.
Oh no, this is cool. These are a bit heavy, but they're not for me anyway. So this was a personal buy. I thought Firecracker would be going to prom this year. I'm not sure, but Firecracker's into like new topic, new age, gothic, all that type of stuff without the cray, right? So this is all black. So that's the necklace. It's all like lace bound. So this isn't for sale. It was a personal purchase. And then the earrings that go with it. So. I can't remember if that one's marked or not, but like I said, it was gotten for personal reason. Let's see, stickers. Y'all, what do you do with your stickers? Tell you what I do with mine. If I like them, like really, really like them, they might go into the don't give away the stuff pile. But most of it just goes in the pile to get reused. But these are cool. I might have to send these to someone that doesn't agree that this is Baby Yoda. All is well in love and war, right? No, not really. Oh, the two guys had a card too. So, I'm not even quite sure when she mailed that, but it usually, I can tell you, from the time it leaves her hands to me, for real.
I've got the whole box in the back.
And we haven't billed for any of that?
Nope, because we hadn't billed for anything past those other 2 boxes. Because
Is that box in the back ready to go aside from...
I've got to have the big box to put it all in, and I've got to have the stuff to pack it. And it'll be ready.
Okay, so we need more shipping material.
Which I wasn't worried about because we're not shipping anything else until after Wednesday anyhow.
Oh, wow. 2 guys got a new business card. Or at least they use this one for their eBay. But y'all haven't seen that one or haven't seen a whole lot of them. But this is the cool part. I guess if you scan that, something special will happen to you. I don't know, but if I was you, just saying. And it says, thank you for your order. And they would like me to feel free to get them some feedback. Can you imagine what feedback that'll be? I'll think of something shenanigan-wise, I'm sure. Oh no, Mike and Mark are 2 great, seriously, 2 great, down-to-earth fellas. And I'm grateful that our paths crossed, both on YouTube and in real life. So, if y'all ever get a chance to meet the 2 guys, Mark and Mike, I seriously, highly recommend it.
Yeah, them giving each other crud on camera, they do it in real life.
Alright, let's see if this was one of these in the middle of the night. Retail therapy, app buys. Okay, that looks cool. Ooh, the stuff could have came in before shipping day, but hey, it's here for next week.
Oh, that'd be nice to have on this next round.
Yeah, but those aren't quite the size I was looking for. These are the...
Yeah, that might be what we do, Craig. We'll discuss it. I've got all your stuff
If
sitting
it
in
will
a smaller
help,
box
y'all,
than normal.
you can
so.
break it up and send it in different boxes. Yeah, not a problem. We'll get something figured out. We'll break it up over 2 boxes, and It's
No, I'll just send him a text.
Mr. Stephanie's gonna send you your total and the tax Kraken. It's not that. It's the fact that I don't have the spreadsheet, the numbers in front of me. So, and that total's up until this evening, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
all this. Too.
That's,
That's
so that's
everything.
everything until right now.
Yeah.
All right, so these I thought should have been about a quarter of the size they are. I'll find a use for them, I'm sure. But now I'm gonna have to get some smaller ones because those bags I'm out of. Oh. Dude, I think this was I don't know. Y'all, the last couple of weeks I've been in the mood, so don't trade your. So what I'm saying is, it's hard to tell what's in this package. Don't trade your authenticity for approval. A lot of people could use this pen. Just saying. So yeah, business supplies. Hey, Kraken, I do have something that, what do you know? It just came in the mail. But that is kind of Yellow Brick Road related. Okay, do it. You know what? I'm not even going to show you. I'm going to let it be a surprise. Mr. Stuff. Do not say what it is.
Oh, that's cool.
It is cool. You know what's cooler? Kraken can only hear and see what is on my screen.
Yeah, we won't send both at the same time. It won't be like the last set, Kraken. I will have it all marked out to what's in what box,
all right,
so we know what we're sending.
We'll get it figured out. Well, it might take us, let's see, today's Tuesday.
Well, he wants his invoice by Friday, so it'll work out perfect. I'm off.
You're off Wednesday and Thursday, so let's take Wednesday and let's go over both boxes of contents, right?
Mm-hmm.
And anything that's seasonal or something they need like immediately, we can, because there's stuff up until what's not been invoiced is in the mail today, right?
Right. Everything's gone except for what we've been building since we came back.
Okay. Just want to be sure. Let's see, Kraken. So this is, I'm going to show you the note I'm putting on it. Kraken. Enjoy. You rock. I'm only making some references so then you remember today when you see this. You'll be like, oh, yeah, that was that moment. You rock. Yeah, let's put today's date just because we can. Oh, and it's even going in the box. So here's your little note, Kraken, for this item. I'll show you in just a minute. So it says 4725. Y'all are amazing. Kraken, enjoy. You rock. Thanks. And here's the package. You're welcome. Am I sure? Yes, I'm sure. Look, we've got more stickers. More stickers. This is a positive sign.
Well, thank you, Kraken. You guys being in here, and not even so much the purchasing. This is just you guys being in our chats. I'm gonna go figure out what we got to try to make for supper since I didn't.
This is a positive sign. Someone was mentioning a couple of weeks ago about, us all needing to breathe some positivity into our communities, whether those are in person or virtual. And so I seen that and I'm like, hey, there's a positive sign. So there's those stickers. And I got more of the Grow It stickers. The one thing that is not coming in anyone's package, I don't think anyone's, unless this shipment I didn't send any sunflower seeds. Yeah, sunflower seeds. Alright, what else? Yeah, that was it for that package. Oh, minus those. I've got those too. So I think that's a pack of 100 or so. So I do get bargains on my packing and shipping supplies and the stuff that I include in each order, because why not? But I try to keep those costs low because, like Kraken earlier, he's like, "Are you sure? Are you sure on that Avon stuff?" Yeah, I'm sure. But I knew what I had into it. That's why I was asking Mr. Steph on certain things. Hey, did we get this here? Because there's only a few places we've been sourcing in the last couple of weeks because of being sick and then everything else. Yeah, Now, there's once in a while I will screw up big time. I've sent some glass that had the value of 10 times what I sold it for.
Yeah.
We won't mention names because I'm not upset about it. I'm upset at myself. I'm upset at myself because I didn't
slow down.
I didn't slow down even for a moment to Google Lens it. I knew it was a vintage items, and I knew it had value, but I was in a hurry. So, one thing that isn't coming in everybody's box, it don't matter if you have one box, it doesn't matter if you have a small box or a large box or a flat box or a circle box.
The only one that has sunflower seeds in them were ones that we had been holding.
Okay, yeah.
So the 2 for Kraken have sunflower seeds.
All right. So yeah, if you are my monthly people, then there's a possibility that there's sunflower seeds in yours. I just didn't go back and double check. So this is the postcard. This one, I think it's 10 colored. So that's GPS coordinates. No, that is not that won't get you through the peephole of my door, but that will give you the general location of where we call home. You got it.
I've got the cards and everything back there for the others, so
it's fine. I am who I am when it comes to the invoices. See, y'all, Mr. Steph really takes in, I think, in my opinion, the guy perspective of packaging and shipping y'all stuff. He is going to package it for a gorilla to land on it.
But it ain't going to be that pretty.
But it isn't going to have the frills with it. It isn't going to have Steph's touch because it's not meant to. Mr. Steph's just ensuring that your order, that your package is going to arrive to you with the predictability. We got that, hey, they're probably going to take it to Arrowhead Stadium along its way outside the state, and they're going to launch it, So, if you notice any differences in any way things are packaged or things being light, like this time, the only thing I think it's coming with a majority is a postcard that is addressed to each person, right? These you can use, like an adult coloring book type of idea. These are copyrighted, but hey, I don't care. Copyrighted meaning me. I guess I should put that out there too. It's copyrighted mine. But those are coming. Stickers are coming. Past that, channel stickers at least made it to most boxes. Like I said, I did find the one.
But we didn't send her, so.
But yeah, we didn't send her, so that's probably where it came from. Let's see, I've got one. I'm going to count really quick, y'all. I've got at least two packages have not been invoiced yet. It makes no sense to invoice and ship unless it's something like, you've either been looking high and low for something or you need that particular item. And you're willing to pay triple the shipping.
Kraken said, I don't care as long as it's together, and if it's broken, send some glue.
So I got at least two people I've not invoiced, and I haven't emailed them either. But with that said, at least one of them knows that she's only got one item, and she knows I'm not going to send the one item right this second. Now, if she goes through this week without getting something for me, we're going to touch base, and I'm going to figure out, hey, do you want to build a box?
Well, it's like this one was only $7, and by the time you get shipping on there, it's going to be right at the same amount.
There are few people I can get shipping for under $5. Honestly,
Not
y'all.
much stuff though.
But I get things to people as quickly as I can. I'm looking because I thought there might have been a third, but I don't see it.
Well, there is three.
All right,
It's
so
sitting
there
all
is
the way down
third.
there. You've got the one in the blue basket, this one,
And
that
then
one.
there is one item that I found that did not get invoiced or put in. See, y'all, we're
Okay,
human.
what item?
You can't see the name. So it was on when I sold with Don and Teresa.
Oh, okay.
So it was at 10.
Yeah, it's up here.
Mm-hmm. And that happened because it ended up that day Mr. Steph was working, right? Yeah, he was working or just got home. And when I got done selling that particular item, instead of me putting it in the solds for regular days, my solds box was sitting next to my monthly boxes. Hence the other reason for needing everybody to have a box,
And have organization.
is, we had like 3 or 4 different groups, but that's the only one thing that
we haven't got corrected yet.
we haven't really got corrected yet, but it's going in the mail this week, so I'm not worried about it. They haven't reached out to me either, so I know what, we're going to make it right. Let's see. PayPal. So everything this week, unless you're my monthly people, or even, somewhere, because it is April, it is going to be tax season. I mean, it is tax season.
How hard is it when you go through and create your invoices? If our monthly boxes, can you create an invoice and then go back in and edit it and keep adding to it?
So in theory, it should work that way because I think that's what I did. But it's not smooth. Like when you go on and you add something. So say I invoice Mr. Stephanie, and I allow. So other things y'all are gonna notice with the invoicing changes. Is they're coming out on Thursday, sometimes into Friday, and they're due on Saturday. Now, this is regular pack invoice shipping, okay? My monthly people or someone I have another arrangement with, that's different. Things are due on Saturday. Then Monday, and why until Monday? Because I live in a village outside of an actual large town, which means I'm going to drive 20 minutes, give or take, to deliver
Of course, if it's going
Unless
UPS,
it's going USPS. If it's
Right.
going USPS, I can only do that 5 days a week because my village, they're open.
they don't accept you to drop packages on Saturday.
Yeah,
It's
no,
only
they're
open
only
for you to
there.
pick up.
They're only open on Saturday for 45 minutes, and that's for mail call. Y'all, we are the first post office outside Fort Riley to the east. So, it's run just like if we were living on post when it comes to that type of thing.
Yeah, you're good, Craig, and we'll figure it out.
Send out my... Alright, I'm going to look up here just a second. Don't forget my senior citizen discount. You better believe it, Kraken.
Kraken don't get a senior citizen discount if I don't, because they're all in the same age group with us. What year were you born, Kraken?
Well, I'm down with that. I think you're kind of old as dirt by now, aren't you? I was trying to give him a hard time. Love it. This is a positive sign. Exactly. And we all go through stuff. None of us, I don't think, like put it all out
man.
there.
So you're actually 11 years older than I am.
So yeah, I could have told you Kraken was in my parents' generation.
Wow. All right, so you get a senior discount. I thought you guys were right there, same age I am, or close to it.
Oh no, I was waiting for Kraken to put his age out there. I wasn't gonna do that.
That's why I asked what year, because I was just trying to figure out where we were in between mine, because I was born in '78. So
Yeah, it's why I cherish and I value the relationships we build in our community, because a great deal of y'all, I mean, I'll do my analytics one night and we'll do it live. That should be interesting.
only me. Okay, so Kraken Mary's close to my age group.
Yeah, Kraken Mary is younger. Yeah, Kraken Mary could be like my older sister.
Oh, that's kind of cool, Kraken Mary. Mine's November 17th, 1978. Here's November 3rd, 77.
I know when her birthday is. If you remember, she got a shipment. Alrighty. Let's see. Tomorrow is Tuesday. It's going to be $2 Tuesday. $2 Tuesday and chit chat. I think we're going to probably bring... I still ain't found that to it, but then I ain't moved anything else out of my sales area, and that's probably where it's at.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it probably is.
Yeah, because the other place I've got totes, I've looked through those totes, I can't find my $2
That's what's going to be
Tuesday
so
tote.
nice about taking the big room over. I mean, it's going to kind of stink us being in a smaller room in a way, but we just sleep in our room. I mean, we don't have a TV or nothing in there, so
a bedroom. And I say this respectfully because I know some people struggle with physical mobility and all of that, and some people have smaller homes than even we do. But there's really no reason, health-wise anyways, to have a TV in the room as long as you're not in your room all the time. It's a pretty cool item, huh?
yeah, I think it.
So look where it came from. Look at some of the names on it. Yeah, I want to hang jewelry or something from it. It's so cool, huh? And I didn't pay a whole lot for it, considering where I sourced it from.
Right. Kraken's birthday is in 17 days. To throw something in one of these boxes.
Wait a minute. Give me a minute. I gotta make sure whether or not he's Holy One. No, it is April. Holy shit, we're almost there. We are almost there. I'm writing a couple notes down, so not that I don't have enough of them. November 3rd. I'm writing this down, not because I didn't remember when her birthday was, but that's the other thing we're going to do is we're going to start highlighting birthdays. When Myra had her birthday, I did a birthday video for her, and I'd like to start doing those for others. But they take a little bit of time because I don't aim to be perfect. I just aim for the progress. But something that should only take 30 minutes to perfect or, be slam dunk, I probably have at least 3 hours into it because I want it to come across what I want it to. So, all right, Kraken's birthday. And you're right, it is April. Birthday month.
Yeah.
I know, we're already almost a quarter of the way through the year. Ooh, that sounds good.
It'll be a second for that.
And then Kraken and them, we are all like family. And that's the thing, it's hard not to get close to people. For a great many reasons, that's my own perspective, obviously, but I'm pretty guarded. Like, I come in layers. I'm an onion. I come in layers. If someone's got me on another platform, any of y'all could. And a few of you do. But it's done in layers as well as far as what certain people can see. And not because of one thing or another, other than the fact that some people I'm closer to than someone that I only see in chat here or there, So there's different levels of access. We got a lot of good things coming this year. This year is already in so many ways. Told us to sit down while it hands a beer off to the last year or whatever. But, we just got to make it what we can. Roll with the punches. Adapt and overcome. It's a word that we use in the military. As far as families, is adapt and overcome.
Embrace the suck.
Embrace the suck.
No news is good news.
Yep, no news is good news. But yeah, we're gonna start. I think we've said it probably from week 1 of this year, but if not, definitely something we need to share more often. Can you tell me when Scooter comes on? Is it 7:30 or is it 8?
Give me a minute. I was looking for something.
You are like an onion, and I'm like a. You are not an idiot. And if you're still here, if y'all stuck with us, up until the point we got sick, and then us and us coming back, and everything in between, thank you. We're definitely not where I thought we would be, say, 4 weeks ago versus now. We've had some life changes, unexpected, quick life changes. Meaning the timing was the issue. It wasn't anything else. So just adjusting and overcoming and showing up to our lives Appreciate y'all.
8 o'clock.
Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? Not that we're gonna get political in my chat, but I'm telling you, I don't watch a whole lot of news. No, I ain't watched a whole lot of news in over a decade. When I see PTSD, which is similar to PTSD, when it reared its ugly head into what it is, meaning, full-fledged PTSD episode. Yeah. I don't know. I just lost my train of thought again. There it goes. Are you looking her up?
Yeah, I got it. It's 8 o'clock. I told you.
It's at 8 o'clock. Do you want to hear something strange?
Always.
Always. Let's see. Scooter, Renee. Monday night motivation.
And I dropped your link.
Thank you. 8 p.m. Central.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely talk off the public airways, but getting married can definitely affect someone's SSA.
So are you SSA or SSI? That's going to be my only question.
He's 67.
He shouldn't be able to lose it.
If it's
He's over 65.
If it's SSA or
SSI, they could take away.
Yeah. So we will be.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Still, you can have someone officiate. You just don't have a nice little sign thing from the state saying you're married. That's the only difference.
They are in North Carolina. I'm trying to think. Every state does their common law. No, they're doing their wedding in Florida. But they're in North Carolina.
Yeah, because what is it? Texas forever, their common law. If you stayed overnight in someone's house of the opposite sex, you were common law married.
So this is what I would recommend. Kraken.
Okay.
So most people are familiar with, way you get married, You do it before God, you do it, the state, it's all involved as far as affiliating, whatever. Here's the thing, and it doesn't matter what state, each state has a different variance, and North Carolina, is North Carolina part of the colonies? They're up there in that area for sure, if they're not. Because some of their common laws are a little weird. Sorry.
Because they're wrote for the 1800s.
But, yeah, they're not, they're Victorian era.
Yeah. What was it? Colorado's common law is really strange because even if you live together for 20 years and never get married, you're not considered common law unless you get married. Then it backs up to the 20 years.
So, interesting enough, every state has it. You can do a private, so this is where, it's not submitted to the state. You can have someone create one, or you can create one yourself. You can create your own certificate. It's actually not that hard. It just takes some time on knowing how to create a document. But you can create your own marriage certificate.
So
and whoever's affiliating over y'all can sign it, and y'all can sign it just the same way. You're just not going to submit it to the state.
Yeah.
It's a private marriage contract. The only time you ever use it is when it needs to be given to Social Security.
At the end.
At the end.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Social Security from that point on. So it will never affect anything past. Up until you submit it to Social Security, it's only a private marriage contract, which everyone's legally able to do as long as, you're 18 or whatever.
My boss just got set up to be ordained in the state and just went and married one of her best friends the other night.
Yeah. So, there's nothing wrong with common law. There's definitely some things you need to cover being common law that protect you and Crack and Mary. Yep. So that's the only thing I would say. I'm telling you, I'm gonna view y'all's marriage the way I'm gonna view y'all's marriage, regardless of whether that paper is submitted to the state or it's not. Y'all
it's
live
different for each state.
Y'all live together, or I assume you do.
Well, back in the real old days,
y'all live as though you are married.
Back in the real old days, marriage was someone basically stood up there and said, "Hey, you love her? Yes. Do you love him? Yes. All right. Well, I'm going to say you're married."
Yeah, it's definitely different in every state, but we can get creative and stuff. There ain't no. I'm gonna tell you, there ain't anyone I know on YouTube that's gonna look at y'all in 4 months and be like, "Huh?" And then here's the other thing. She's your nurse. I think she's more than your nurse. I think she's your soulmate, but that's just me.
So when I used to do demolition derbies, and before I would get in the car to drive into the arena, I would kneel down and say a prayer. And my prayer was, "Please, Lord, let me win some money today so, I can afford to get the car home. And don't let me get hurt, but if you do let me get hurt, let it be this gorgeous blonde nurse that gets to take care of me."
Notice I ain't blonde, right?
I never got the gorgeous blonde nurse because I never got hurt. I'm sleeping with the help, eh?
You're sleeping with the help.
Nothing wrong with that.
But yeah, y'all can still have a beautiful wedding and ceremony and reception and everything else that y'all want to do, and remain common law. I'm not gonna judge either way. I don't see y'all as just partners. I see y'all as soulmates, and the one completes the other.
You made the comment the other day, Crack and Mary, about he's your rock. Anyone ask Steph what I am to her? What am I?
Depends on the context of how it's being asked.
All right, so if your primary medical team asks you what I am to you,
it still depends on the day.
Wow.
I know. No, honestly. No, because when I go down the rabbit hole,
She always tells them that I'm her rock.
That I am currently, pivoting out of. It would depend. If I'm in a situation where I don't trust anyone, and there's times where I've second questioned Mr. Stephanie, and he'll remind me, Steph, trust me. And then the second is, just trying to be the best advocate for me. But on a regular day, he's my rock. A little over 6 years ago, my biggest fear was becoming an Army mom, and now I'm an Army mom times 2. And I will tell you, I couldn't imagine facing some of life's obstacles, many of life's obstacles in the last 5 years without becoming Army strong. Because I will tell you, when I had to stand over my mother before the rest of the world knew that she was gone from this earth, I knew,
All right, we're going to have to get off here because I got to get something figured out for us to eat.
I need to get some food.
So I can
maybe it's going to be an air fryer type of night.
Might be.
All right, y'all, I think.
No way. Shower and get relaxed before bed. One more day. Tomorrow's my Friday.
Yeah, I would say Kraken, you're probably to Kraken Mary what Mr. Steph is for me, Y'all are anchors. I mean, y'all, I can't imagine my life without Mr. Steph. Just know if, the sun rises on that day, I'm going to be counting on a lot of y'all.
Well, I'm doing everything in my power not to make that anytime soon.
Right.
I'm healthier now than I've been even probably back when I was in high school.
All right, we are going to get off of here and find some dinner, and I'm going to find my way over to at least Scooter Renee's.
Dawn is on right now too.
The last couple weeks, I haven't participated much in the participation for Monday Night Motivation, but I'm telling y'all, Monday Night Motivation, even if you're not able to participate, it's something you throw on in the background. Go jump in the shower, go cook your dinner, if you're just chilling, whatever, right? Monday Night Motivation, at least for me, is like going to hang out. Back in the place where we grew up, we had what they call a truck plaza. It's a truck stop, but they call it truck plaza. And you'd walk in, and there was a horseshoes table where all the truckers and the farmers would come in and sit down and have their coffee and whatever else. And, everyone would mingle. And that's kind of what y'all is for us. But Monday Night Motivation feels a lot like that. It feels like walking in and you're greeted, by good people, great people. Not all of it resonates. And there's sometimes where I'm like, I don't feel like it. But I'll tell you, there's nights where the topic of the night's what I need to hear. The medical sign. Please, that's how I feel. Yep. Definitely. Mr. Steph and I are 2/3, well, 3/4 of the way at empty nesting. Another night, someone had told us, well, it told me early on after we got married, just shortly into our marriage, that the best thing I could do is invest in our relationship. And I'm like, she goes, your kids can't be number one. And I was like, mind you, I mean, Firecracker hadn't even been born yet. And the other night, we're in bed. We just got into bed, or Mr. Stuff goes to bed before I do. And he was still awake, and we're talking. And I'm just kind of looking at him, and he's like, what are you looking at? And I just give some lame thing. But honestly, what I was thinking is, geez, thank goodness I listened to my friend. Now, if I got everything right, did I aim and hit the target every time? Absolutely not. Actually, quite a lot, many times, I wasn't even on the field. I was completely, um, but that's what any relationship really is. It's just more complicated, I think, if you have an intimate physical relationship with somebody. Um, but we all learn as we go. We got 2 decades. They're pushing their first decade.
Yep.
8 years. That's incredible. I remember when 8 years.
You guys are still in the hard years. Once you get to like 12 and above, then you just kind of conform with each other and go.
Yeah, just whatever y'all do,
Yeah, even Kraken saying, we got to go get something to eat.
Yeah, I'm just doing this, and then I got to add the video file. All right, y'all. We will be back here at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. I know it just went that way. I'll get it later. Don's channel is on. Mr. Stephanie dropped.
I dropped that
her
one.
link. Janeed's is on. So today is Monday. I don't remember what.
Oh, wow, Myra.
I do not remember what Janeed's.
Myra said their electricity's back on. Over 1,100 customers lost electricity.
How far was that impacted? Was it like your immediate area, or is it like scattered, like regionally? Wow, that's incredible. A lot of people have been losing power lately. Oh, damn.
Oh, man.
That's the only thing I do not like about localized good deals.
Most of the lift chairs and stuff have battery pack with them anymore.
Yeah, but remember, my mom's wasn't that way, and neither was Brian's.
Yeah.
If you
the one of Grandma's is the brand new one.
Yeah, the brand new one of Grandma's is, but that's only a couple of years old.
Right.
Wow. Let's see. I don't think there's any real announcements I need to say. Myra didn't win any of our stuff this evening. All right, y'all. I'm going to close off. I'm glad to see you got power back. This one. Localized. Good night, y'all. Good night, Kraken. See y'all later. Have a good evening.
Oh, man.
This one doesn't. Yeah, that's the one. You remember, my mom was stuck in hers, and
it took Bubba and I 20, 30 minutes to get her out of that chair that night. I remember that. The box went out.
Yeah, the box went out on it. But they should have like a brake release on those.
They should.
I mean, honestly, because it could be a life and death situation for people, especially if they have mobility issues. So, all right, y'all. Tomorrow's $2 Tuesday.
Yep. Back here at 4.
Back here at 4.
Same back time, same back channel.
Don's
Good night,
channel.
Myra.
Don's channel's on right now. Janine's is on right now. Scooter is coming on in 14 minutes. I'm not sure who else is on. Y'all, if you're an early bird, if you're up before the crack of dawn, meaning my time zone, head on over tomorrow morning because it is Tuesday. Head on over to Buying Space, the Buying Space channel. That is Myra Lane. She does, how did she say it? It's not Tuesday, it's Q-Stay.
Yeah.
Hopefully I didn't chop that up. And that's where I think, at least within reason, $2. Tuesday mornings at Myra's is a place to be. I'm actually aiming at maybe I'll get there while she's still alive so I can ask her some
You want me just to
shenanigans.
wake you up in the morning?
You could do that, but now
Because
we
I
gotta.
listen to a lot of.
But
hers
now
on the
we
way to
gotta
work.
ask her a humorous question, something that isn't intrusive but funny. All right, y'all have a good night. I've got to add the outro because I was late getting here. We'll catch y'all later. Catch you on the YouTube highway. Have a good night, y'all.